Finding those levels too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with a straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling, man? On this good Wednesday. It's cold. It's getting chilly outside, y'all. The weather is broke, man. But we back to build on this boxing and give it its just due, man. Y'all know how we do over here. Double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Hype the live, man. We gonna talk about it, man. We got some things to talk about today, man. We're gonna talk about it. How y'all feeling, man? Got to build on it, man. Got to build on it, man. Something that I've been seeing floating around, man. I've seen Max Kellerman, I think Shady McCoy and those guys over there. I think it's the Inside the Ring over there in the Zone. And they was having a conversation about, potentially the biggest threat that's out there for Terence Bud Crawford, man. I think it's fun to speculate, but you'll never know unless he get one of those guys or some of those guys in the ring before he ends up retiring. But one of the names or a couple of the names that they threw out there is kind of obvious, but one of them in particular, man, people been high on. I just wanted to talk about it, man. I think this dude really go to 160, bro. They in trouble, man. I think he gonna find himself in a position to be a 4-time undisputed world champion, man. That shit is something special at the end of the day. But I think, at his age, 38 years old, you fighting these younger guys, fresher guys, it's always gonna be a certain level of danger or a certain level of threat that these guys possess. How much of a threat remains to be seen, right? But Crawford ain't nothing to play with, man. he's known to be some ass, and it wouldn't be no different no matter which one of these guys I think he get in there with. I think he'd be the favorite for good reasons, but it's still good conversations because the fights will be good, right? I don't think it just blow through everybody, but I think the end result will be what it's been, you know, since 2008. Him getting his hand raised, coming out with that W. And, you know, the only question would be whether you getting cooked for 12 or stop inside of 12, right? This dude is really it, man. Generational talent, man. No, not many cut from the cloth that he cut from, if you just being honest, man. But I like the conversation because I love the boxing conversations, man, that surround the potential fights that he could make from this point on. You know, he heard it from his trainer. He said he got 2 or 3 more left in him. And look, we already know Lara and Janibek got a fight where they got a line. I think December 6th it is. And Janibek is one of the names that they've been throwing out there heavy. They really feel like he's the biggest threat. Some of these people, man, at least Max and them was throwing his name out there. The Shady McCoys. I'm gonna play the little clip, but we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about a few things. Boots did an interview with Ariel Helwani. Seemed like he kind of switched up his tune just a bit, right? Just a bit. And he giving Terence Crawford his just due. I like to see that from Boots, man. I like to hear that, should I say, from Boots. You got the little face-off from Ortiz and Luben, man. You know they got a fight coming up. I think that's a meaningful fight at 54, man. That shit gonna say a lot. I think all eyes are gonna be on that fight, and definitely on Vergil, because people looking for Vergil to jump in there with Boots sooner than later. So we're gonna talk about it all, man. Y'all do me a solid. Rocking with the channel. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, sub to the channel, support the grind, and we're gonna get to this. Shout out to Copper Aborigines. What's good with it, fam? Ain't no threat. We would have been fought Bud. Bud been crushing fighters for years, but it's different than these fighters y'all saying is a threat. Nope, no one comes close. I feel you, fam. DP Rocker, what's good, family? How you feeling? Crush the Legend, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? Cal Cooley, blessings, family. What it do? Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? 704 Joe is in the building. Son of God, my dog, is in the building. Crush said, easy bake. Samuel, what it do? How you feeling, man? Good to see my guys in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button. I see my baby girl pop in the building, but I don't see it on here. Shout out to the queen, Miss Just Do. StreamYard been tripping. I don't know what's been going on lately, man. Like, people can't find the stream. Showing my stream not even showing up, then certain comments not showing up. Samuel, what it do, homie? I mean, pardon me, Emmanuel, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? And so y'all do me a solid, man. Make sure y'all double tapping that screen, man. Let's get the likes up. Let's support the grind, man. Technique, what it do? Let's get to it. The biggest threat, Crawford's Janibek. We gonna talk about it. People keep throwing that name out there. Listen, I like the conversation, bro. I love the conversation. It's a good one, but Crawford special. I know people like what they saying from Janibek, and it's always like that, right? You know, he just like something different than what Terence Crawford typically goes up against, right? He got his own unique style. He's a dangerous guy, man. He could be. He can punch, two-handed fighter, can box, technically sound, right? Smart guy, a good IQ. But it's levels, baby. Y'all know how it go, man. That Omaha, Nebraska native a bit different, man. That's you hear me, y'all? That shit different over there, man. It's diffy over there, man. In Omaha, man. That man been cooking for a long time. Look, Janibek, man. I don't know about y'all. I get excited for this stuff, man. Like, hey, man, just rock with me, yo. On some pure just boxing, loving it, entertainment. Wouldn't it be dope to see somebody of this era chase a undisputed for a 4th time? And look, the thing is, it'll be some solid fights that he could take down there if that were to happen, right? Janibek and Lara is fighting first, so we got to see what happens there. But you never know. Janibek is successful there. I think that's a 3-belt unification. And then you got Carlos Adames out there with the WBC strap. Man, that's 2 fights, y'all. Hey, man, you get me 2-3 fights, man. Undisputed in the 4 weight class is really possible. And I'm just strictly talking about from enjoying boxing, watching somebody chase greatness. I'm not about to sit here and complain and say, he got to beat up everybody at 68. Nah, man, he did what he did. He chasing greatness. He's still challenging himself at this point in his career, and you have to respect that. To go for an undisputed for a fourth time in a fourth weight class, and it being 160 would be dope as hell, especially being that 160 used to be like one of the divisions, man. How's the middleweight division lacking? But it would be dope to see a 38-year-old Bud Crawford move to 160 after what he just did with Canelo and kind of breathe life and rejuvenate that division again, right? And snatch up the titles, mess around, be undisputed on his way out the door, man. That should be dope, man. I'm just here for it. I'm here for fighters showing that they great. A lot of times we ask guys to do what or move like and had a kind of energy and attitude that a Terence Bud Crawford got. And you just don't see many like him. So that's why I say I'm not here to complain. I think all these fights is good fights, man. You can't look past anybody, right? We talking about 160. You got Janibek out there. Him and Lara's fighting. You got Carlos Adames with the belts, man. It's just not a super deep division. It's not a super deep division, and I'm just being honest. He don't got the youth on his side to try to chase down, or try to completely clear out the division, should I say? But I think he has enough greatness in him, enough fights left in him where he can go take 2 or 3 of them fights and snatch up them titles, and that should be something special to see. And it'll be really interesting. Like, just imagine a fight with him and Carlos Adames, or even the Janibek that they keep throwing out there, right? One of the other names, obviously, they've been throwing out there a lot is Boots, but I think that's a foregone conclusion. I think if that didn't happen at 47, it obviously never didn't happen at 54, it's not going to happen. I think Boots got work and plans at 54. I think that's where he going to lay his hat for a while. And in the meantime, Bud Crawford, for me, I just love to continue to see him chase greatness, man. That's exactly what he's doing, if you ask me. So seeing a Bud Crawford at 160 sound like a really good idea. It'll really be like a little joke energy for, you know what I mean, like a shot in the arm for 160, and that weight class need it. Middleweight needs it. Middleweight need a king. You know what I'm saying? Been missing one for quite some time. You get me? We went and conquered, 68 in one fight, beating the man, right? Taking all his shit. So, nah, he don't got to stick around and try to fight everybody else. He already achieved the ultimate goal, right? Snatch all the belts. He ain't did it at 60. It's still opportunity there, and it's wide open. And truth be told, man, sports and boxing in particular is about timing and opportunity. I think if it was ever a time for him to solidify another division or chase and snatch up some accolades right on the way out the door and add to his legacy, I think now is the time to do it. And I'm sitting back. I'm here for it. I've been hearing some rumblings about a potential rematch with Canelo. I doubt it, man, unless that money must be crazy or something like that if they're going to run that back, because Canelo don't run back his losses. You know what I'm saying? You get schooled like that, a dude typically ain't trying to get back in there and have that happen to you again, right? He don't be trying to get back in there and allow you to beat his ass again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Technique. Shout out to my baby girl, the queen. Miss Jusdueboxing, Blunt, my homie. What's good with it, bro? Like I said, I would love to see Boots and Crawford. Yeah, I'm with it. Ghetto Fab, what it do, homie? The Mexican Monster. Mexican Monster is something different, man. Mexican Monster is something different. Y'all, you know what? I got something for y'all non-like button hitting people. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you, G. I got something for y'all. Yeah, y'all want to play?
Smash that like button.
Can you smash the like button?
Go ahead, smash that like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
Stop saying that.
Smash, smash, smash.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button.
Smash that subscribe button. Smash like button. Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Smash the like button. Absolutely smashing the like button.
Make sure smash the subscribe button.
And smash that notification bell.
Slap that subscribe button.
Smash the like button.
Or to the like button. And physically abuse.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
You already know, push that damn button. But let's get back to this, man. Like I said, I want to see which one of these fights materialize first. It's just a matter of time and opportunity. And we know what Bud Crawford is on. I don't see no reason for a rematch with Canelo. I mean, he beat him so handily the first time around. What would be the reason to do it again? You get what I'm saying? Why would you want to do it all over again? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's just money that you can't refuse. But I don't think it'd be Bud being hesitant. He got the ups. I think he'd go in the rematch even more confident than he did the first time around. And that's only going to be bad news for Canelo. To be honest with you, from a style standpoint, from on some boxing shit, I just don't see him beating that style. At this point in his career, he is who he is, and that particular style of a fighter, a boxer that can, switch hit and be as versatile and switch it up the way Bud is, he's very dangerous, bro. So I just don't see him being able to make enough adjustments to beat that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford, I think if they fought 10 times out of 10, Bud would beat him. That's how serious it is. I think it's what it is. He's not capable of outboxing that dude. And, the fact that the knockout is kind of taken off of the table because of the kind of fighter Bud is, that just limits his chances in a huge way. So it's crazy. So I just don't know. I don't see why he'll do it. Even if the money, it ain't just money alone. He a prideful guy. I don't know if he want to get his ass beat and lose, right? Shout out to Thrill. What's good, family? I don't know if he want to lose again, right? You know how he is, man. He get his pride hurt, man. Canelo, look, think about it. This dude, he took that L from Crawford and ain't even want to speak English no more. Bro used the translator, bro. You know what I'm saying? After that L, so I don't know if he willing to repeat that again. And again, anything is possible in the sport, especially when you got a guy like Turkey throwing the bag around, right? These fights are always a possibility, but we just gotta see. You never know. What might happen. But as far as with him, I think the most logical option is 60. I've heard him speak about it. He already ruled 54 out. He said Canelo was the only guy that he wanted to fight at 68. He wasn't planning on defending the titles there. So it only makes sense. I don't think I'm forcing nothing on him. I don't think I'm putting the cart before the horse. I don't think I'm jumping the gun, right? I'm just going off of what looks like it makes sense and based on what he put out there himself. So I think that's the direction he looking to go, right? If he's going 60 middleweight, man, Bud Crawford, the middleweight is a great thing for boxing, man. One more feather in your cap before you leave this sport, man. You know what I'm saying? And go out at the absolute top. You know what I mean? Separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And be on people's Mount Rushmore. Be on your own damn Mount Rushmore for all I care, man. That should just be a super special feat. And the reason why I'm in so much in support of the move and the attempt to chase down that greatness is because, again, if you just somebody that sat back and enjoyed the career of Bud Crawford, like I told you the first time I seen him, it was like his 13th, 14th pro fight. You know what I'm saying? And you've really been watching him the entire time. You just been enjoying it, watching him just go in there and always outclass the opposition, always stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Always make these dudes put their foot in their mouth. You know what I mean? If you talking crazy and he fight you, he's beating your ass. You get what I'm saying? Didn't matter who it was. Bud Crawford was putting belt to ass, and the consistency lasted throughout the years. You know, like I said, from 08 all the way up until now. And it's just hard to ignore the kind of greatness that he showed, right? So for me to see him do it some more, and the way he got slighted, despite always proving people wrong and always standing on business, it'd be good because it'd be one less thing that you could take from this guy. Like, it'll be no denying. You can't deny his greatness now, but it'll just be solidifying him, cementing him in stone, bro. Yeah, I don't give a damn who you are. If you watch this era of boxing, you can't speak on it without speaking Bud Crawford. That's how significant that would be. And I think that's going to be the case, even despite if he chased down Undisputed again at 160. Whether he retire right now, I think you can't speak about this era of boxing and don't mention Terence Bud Crawford. So I just want to see it, man. More great fights for boxing, different weight class, different challenges. Janibek brings a much different style to the table. Like I said, you got Carlos the Diamonds floating around with the WBC strap. Get what I'm saying? Lara is mixing it up with Janibek December 6th, man. May the best man win there. But I'm telling you, I just want to see what the future holds for this dude. But we're gonna get to this clips, man. Get to this clip with Max and them dudes in studio, briefly speaking about this and what his potential toughest challenge might be. And like I said, you never know who the toughest guy might be. You just until you put him in there. But I'm with it. I want to see it. I think 160 is the perfect move. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to prove at 68 for real. You already dethroned the guy. And now at this point, you just showing people, you know what I'm saying? You just flexing greatness right now. You just spreading the wealth. You know what I mean? Go, you know what I mean? You think about it, y'all. He relieved Canelo of those belts at 68, right? That's great for boxing. Now you vacate them. Now they spread. Now everybody get to fighting for those titles. People get their opportunities, and Canelo can't, hold the belts hostage no more, right? That's dope. Now 68 been quiet for a while. It been needing like a spark, and I feel like he could be that spark right at the tail end of his career with the last 2 or 3 or so fights. He can go out on a really high note, man, solidifying himself, like I said, and in the class all by himself, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Let's get to this, man. Let's get to it.
It's no real threat because it's Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Boots.
I ain't mad at
I
that.
go with Boots.
I ain't mad at
Young, athletic,
If they
twitchy,
fought
power.
Yep.
If
Speed,
they fought
quickness.
today, see the thing about Janibek is he's big, he's hungry,
Yes.
he can punch, he's got a little wrinkle in his game.
Yes. Yes.
That's the dude, and something. You know what? Even if you're
Boots
right
is
about
my
Boots,
second for him, though, Shady. It was between Boots and Janibek.
let me ask you
I'm
this:
going Boots.
Who is the bigger threat to beat Crawford? Just forget about everything else. Just in the ring, Janibek or Boots right now?
At 160, Janibek.
Okay, I'm with it. I got you.
Nah, but he's
160
nice though.
Janibek.
That's a good one.
The same light that people look at Usyk in, this is the same light that the world is about to be looking at Janibek. And this dude is special, man. Distance, patience, feints.
Yeah, and shout out to Malik Scott, man. And Jordan, what's good, homie? B More, what's good, fam? So showed up, sick. And so I mean, look, I know he's feeling good about this kid. Obviously, he's high on him. Well, the young man and Janibek, but I don't know if people are gonna be looking at him in the same vein that you hold Usyk in, right? I think he's very talented, but I don't think he can catch up to Usyk. I don't know if they're gonna start looking at him like that. I think it's known around boxing just how dominant Usyk has been and how special he's been. Reef was good, homie. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he'd be classes 2 below that, but I don't know if he's gonna be on par with Usyk. I mean, does he have the potential? Maybe so. Maybe there's a conversation there, but I think he'll be running into something much different than he's ever seen in his career if he get in there with Terence Crawford. Now, he could be tricky on a flip side for Crawford as well, but I think if we know anything about Bud, we know he up for the challenge, bro. And it ain't nothing to nobody that he's laying down 4 or 2. So it's just a matter of doing what make the most sense, man. And there you go. Opportunity screaming it, man. The conversation is already being started. They keep throwing Janibek name out there a lot, right? Every time you turn around, Janibek this, Janibek that. Look, I'm cool. Look, I love to see it. You know what I mean? Look, you got some size. Look at the size difference, too. Look at the size difference, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's me. What's good with him? Lee Scott, I don't trust that guy. I had wild looking worse I've ever seen. Hope Arizona Lara go out there and get the dub. I got to root for the OG and Lara. Samuel, I'm with you. I'm definitely rooting for him, but I still would love to see Bud fight any of these guys. Like, think about it. Even him fighting a Lara, who would have ever thought? Lara been around for so long, man. That would be impressive as well. So, I don't know. It'll be fun, though. It'll be fun. Hey, huge, right, Jordan? That's why I said it's a good conversation, bro. It's a good conversation, man. Janibek, big, tall, got the height, got the reach, got the good boxing ability, good IQ, good fundamentals. But when you in there with something special, it just get all that shit get different. I done seen him have some scraps that where he ain't just run through him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Janibek be tested a bit. I mean, fighting guys that I don't think is nowhere near above Crawford. You know what I mean? But will be a year older, 38, right? You know what I mean? It's always Father Time undefeated, right? Will Bud be slowing down? Will he start looking his age or something? It's always the intrigue there. So look, I'm just here for the conversations that I think are fun, man. And you know, it is. I've been hearing his name far too much now, so I had to come here and talk about it, man. Y'all heard talking like Janibek, something that Bud ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Janibek that's gonna be like, he gonna have that old shit moment. He gonna be the one in there like, damn, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. I'm telling you, he ain't never seen nothing like this before. You feel me? Shout out to Q2X, man. You know, he said, tell me I'm lying. That's me. Yeah, man. That shit, that was tough, man. That was tough. Set him over 40, so I'm rocking with the OG. Yeah, man. Lara. Buddy said, yeah, wait, but yeah, nah, hell nah. No, he ain't. Who a wait bully? Crawford? Or are you talking about fight sport talk? What to do? Crawford and fight Janibek is not the type of fight he wants. I mean, we don't know that though. I don't know. I don't know how you could say that. I don't know what kind of fight you think he looking for. If he just talked about, yo, I don't know why y'all be just is so ruling things out like it's an absolute fact. And look, there you go. How you gonna be 4-time undisputed if he don't fight a guy potentially like that? How could he be 4-time undisputed? You get me? Let's say one of these guys win the fight. You get me? That's the plan. 4 division undisputed, man. You get me? He might have to fight sport. You get me, my guy? Nah, I don't think. Now I get it. It's money, but I think if the accolades is with it, and he's a guy that's running around actively promoting that, like he's had merchandise with 4-time undisputed. So I think that's really a thought in his head, and I think the opportunity is there. And if you look at 160 in the landscape, bro, it's pretty thin. It's wide open. You get me? Shout out to my homie Andrew. What's good with the family? How you feeling? Gotta fight him like Postal. Hey, man. Hey, just see Jordan be thinking like me. Shout out to my homie. You hear me, Jordan? Box his ass up. You hear me? Nah, I know you ain't saying he's scared. He's the type of risk he doesn't want to take. I don't think so, though. I don't think that's the issue, though, fight sport. I think, like, follow me here, right? Just follow me. Look, y'all already know, man. I don't want to yell this the whole stream. Y'all already know, man. If you're in here, it's free. Do your boy a solid.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Push the button, man. Push the button on him, man. Appreciate you. Let's get to this. So I hear you, fight sport. You feel like that's like, you know, he later in his career, you know, Janibek could be a risky guy, but he got them belts. You get me, fight sport? So I think it'll be well worth the risk if Terence Crawford's a guy that is actively pushing the 4 division undisputed, right? He feel like that's a reality. He feel like that's something that he could achieve. That's something within his grasp, and I think so too. And the shit wouldn't be it wouldn't be a sweeter end to the story, because with his trainer feeling like it's 2 to 3 more fights left, yo, he could potentially snatch this shit up within 2 to 3 fights for real down there with the right kind of fights, if he can get them, right? If these fights can be made, right? But you just don't know, because I know it's still early. He might not know exactly what he want to do just yet. So we got to see. Ramon, what's good, homie? I would never die but in the ring. He and his team always 110% prepared. Absolutely. Absolutely. So look, I would be down. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I would be down to see this joint. I just want to see great fights. I love the conversation. It's people that really believe in Janibek, and for good reason, man. The dude is nice. Janibek got hands, bro. Janibek definitely got hands. He ain't no run-of-the-mill type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion for a reason. He got them titles. He got them titles for a reason. You get me? He's a champion for a reason. He legit, and it'll be a legit threat. But I think if you bug Crawford, like, there's no challenge that you ain't willing to take. Like, think about it. This dude just jumped up and fought Canelo when the conversation a while ago was Errol Spence fighting Canelo, man. He messed up all types of plans. Went up there, beat Canelo up, took his straps, took the hardware, you know what I'm saying? Gave freedom to the 168 pound division, bro. Y'all don't even realize that. Bud, the neighborhood hero, man. You get me? Bud, the neighborhood hero out here. Man, and he out here Samurai Bud, y'all. And he Samurai Bud, man. Bud out here living the life, beating ass. Bud is La Raza. He out here drumming with the good folk, y'all. Bud having fun, man. Y'all telling me y'all want to see him continue to make this run? I love to see it. I'm backing him 1,000%. I think he can 1,000,000%. Hey, Bud, man. Hey, Bud. Come on, man. Come on and beat some more ass, man. They think it's a game out here, G. You know what I'm saying? Show Janibek what's really going on out there in Omaha, huh? When you put them fisticuffs on him, huh? That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, man. All the way to the end, man. That man about to retire undefeated. I know, shout out to Tim Bradley, the Hall of Famer. I know he put a video out. He said, man, Bud Crawford might not retire undefeated, y'all. Y'all remember? I got to go find a video for y'all. He said Bud Crawford might not retire undefeated. Shit sound good. And they keep talking this Janibek stuff, y'all. I'm like, all right, keep talking that Janibek stuff then. Y'all keep talking that Janibek stuff. Bud, hey, Samurai Bud is on the job. I'm telling you, and he ain't playing with nobody. He on all things, man. That's how he rocking. He go to 160. He gonna shake up the division, man. You know what I'm saying? Samurai Bud is on the job. You feel me? Shout out to my brother Mike Magic, man. What's good with it, bro? Shaba, what's good, Queen? How you feeling? Always good to see you in the building. T Hill, the mayor in these YouTube streets. Tank at 47. Yeah, stupid. Yo, Samurai Bud is on the job, man. He not playing with y'all. Man, see, I don't know what look he was going for here, y'all, but I'm going to just go out on a limb. Indiana Jones Bud, man. Bud out here. Indiana Jones Bud. Do y'all see the pic? He got the satchel in his joint. Man, Indiana Jones Bud, man. He about to beat somebody's ass, man. I'm telling Indiana Jones Bud. The strap on the satchel is the representation of the belt. That's belt to ass. Hey, you hear me, Janibek? Huh? With your big ass. Because Janibek big, man. You see him standing next to Bud? Towering and shit, right? Shit don't mean nothing. Height don't fight, chump. Get me? Know what I'm saying? Samurai Bud gonna beat his ass, G. You hear me? Samurai Bud. You get me? Be punching that. I'm telling you, you gonna have that shit looking crazy. He gonna be, hey, man, Jeff Horn. Hey, man, Jeff Horn 2.0. He gonna treat him like he did Jeff. Jeff Horn was a big kid, too, man. He gonna treat him like he did Jeff. Beat him up. Or better, yeah, he gonna do like my bro George said, man. Take him back to 40. Victor Postal style, man. Beat his ass, Bud. You know what I'm saying? Samurai Bud out this joint. You know what I'm saying? Samurai Bud, G. Get me Samurai Bud.
Who's the greatest?
What's that?
Who's the greatest?
It's not marbles.
I'm the greatest.
No, it was
Flex on him, bro. Samurai Bud, man. Beat his ass, Crawford. I'm with it, man. I want to see it, man. They feel like I keep hearing his name, man. This Janibek, boy, what it do? I keep hearing it, and I believe it. I think this would be a different challenge. I don't think nobody out there that Janibek really remind me of. I think he got a style of his own, a unique style. You know, he's fun to watch. Yo, he can scrap, bro. He can box. He really can. I mean, he got some good wins, some good experience under his belt. Like I say, he is a legit champion, right? I don't think he no fluff is what I'm saying. I do believe, you know, at the age of 38 or whatever, 39, whatever, if Bud was to fight this dude, think it'd be an entertaining fight for sure. You know what I'm saying? It could be a good test, but I'm just high on Bud and what he's been able to do. I think the skill set speak for itself. The accomplishments speak for itself. I think one thing that keeps him being successful is his will to want to be great and prove people wrong in the way that he uses the doubt. Like the way people doubt him, he used that shit as motivation to really go out there and keep proving you wrong. And that's why he always talking about, you know, the people that don't give him his credit, the ones that doubt him. Watch this and watch that. He got that I'm going to prove you wrong kind of attitude. And it works for him. Like it doesn't work against him. It works for him, right? Because it puts him in a mindset and a mentality where I can't take no shortcuts, right? I can't cut no corners. I got to take this shit serious. I got to cross every T, got every I. I know the world is watching. They waiting for me to fail. Like, and you get me? But the way he handles that pressure that would be pressure is just on another level, man. Like, you got to think, whenever you got a fighter that every time he's getting in the ring, he's a for sure bet that you could put your money on him. Those are rare individuals, man. And you talk about in the sport that you can play, a combat sport with people gunning for your ass, trying to knock your damn head in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see this from him, man. Keep chasing greatness, bro. Janibek is the name that they've been floating around the most. I'm here for it. I just want to see what Janibek got, man. I think this would be the ultimate test for his ass. Get what I'm saying? I know they flirted with the potential of him and what's his name? Him and Carlos Adames fighting, but they ain't get a fight worked out for whatever reason. But give Lara a chance. I'm telling you, low key, y'all. Hold on, we talking all this buzz. Should I say me? I'm about to see. I was about to blame y'all for talking all this buzz stuff, Bud and Janibek, and it's me, y'all. See, I was about to blame y'all. Low key, man. I'm talking all this Bud and Janibek stuff. Hey, Lara been cooking shit up here at the higher weight. He been cooking shit at 60. Rarely do people move up to the weight class and start getting more knockouts. He been knocking shit out up there at 60, bro. We gotta pull it up, man. Ariel Lara. That this part of his career need to be studied. Seriously, it do. Like this particular stage of his career, like this latter half of his career, need to be studied, bro. Like, this shit has been nothing short of like dope. Like, it's spectacular, the shit he doing. Bro hit 40 and started knocking shit out. You feel me, Shower? He started knocking shit. He hit 40, started knocking people out even more. Light skin business in the building. What it do? X Shift Crabs. He said, I'm rocking with Janibek. Lara cold, though. I feel that. I ain't mad. Lara is getting older. This could be the end of an era of Janibek getting. You know what I'm saying? But Lara, low key, y'all. Know what I'm saying? Moved up and started KO and shit, bro. Know what I'm saying? Moved up to 60, start KO and shit. You know what I mean? Thomas Lamana, KO. Gary Spike O'Sullivan, KO. Michael Zarafa, KO. Danny Garcia, KO. Hey, yo, bro moved up to 60 and got all KOs, bro. Nah, Lara been aging like wine. Tell him, Shower, man. He been aging like wine, man. You can't take nothing from the OG, man. Lara fuck around, punch your head off, too. And that right hand still a laser, bro. He still got that mean ass one, too. And you know what's funny? It's like, because he's older, right? He's kind of adjusted as a vet with what his body is, right? So he's not quite the same vehicle that he once was, right? So he don't have those legs that he had once upon a time against Canelo Alvarez when he fought him, right? So he's it's forced him to be in the pocket more. And he been sniping and picking guys off and knocking dudes out. This shit has been fun. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't the biggest names, but it don't even matter. Like, he went from a guy that was clearly a boxer to like knocking shit out in a heavier weight class and getting these dudes out of here in impressive fashion. First round knockout from Thomas Amana. 8th round for TKO Spike O'Sullivan. Michael Zarafa, 2nd round KO. Danny Garcia, 9th round. You know, we all know his pop stopped it. They say he shouldn't have been in there, but nonetheless, still very impressive if you've been a fan of what Lara's been doing. Know what I'm saying? That shit is dope. So I like the run, man. I like the run that he's had. But make no mistake, you know, Janibek is a dog. Janibek is a dog too. Let's get him up here too, man. Janibek is, yeah, he did my boy Danny. Danny looked off too in that fight. I ain't gonna lie, he did look like something. He just looked off. Even with the shot that caught him, Janibek 17-0, 12 KOs. He's 32 years old, so he ain't no spring chicken, but he ain't no old head. You know, not just yet. I mean, 5'11 and a half, 71 and a half in his reach. I mean, he got some solid wins on his resume. You get me? Stephen Butler, Denzel Bentley. You know, Danny Dignam. You know what I mean? Who didn't fight Hassan and Rob Brandt. He fought some guys. You know what I'm saying? He fought some folk. I mean, if you look at Janibek, he ain't never fought nobody with a losing record, so he's pretty solid in that regard. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty solid in that regard. It's pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? His last 3 opponents was all undefeated: 21-0-1, 21-0, 14-0. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's put in some work. So he got some good experience, bro. Solid as hell at the weight class. But like I said before, man, 60 has just been wide open for some time now. You get what I'm saying? 60 has been wide open for a while, and I'm waiting to see who's gonna solidify the division, man. You know what I mean? But Lara ain't nothing to overlook. That's not nobody to overlook. I'm telling you, that wily vet come around and punch your head off. I'm telling you, mess around, cut you one of them laser right hands, them straight rights, because that 1-2 is still a bad something, man. It's a mean ass combination he got, bro. That 1-2 is nice. Lara might be high. Hall of Famer, second best Cuban behind Rigo to me. Yeah, Lara is nice, bro. And the fact that he's still boxing Dante was crazy. Like, think about it. This man fought Paul Williams before. Fought the Alf and Fredo and Gulos of the world, man. Like, you get me? This dude been around. Been around. Yeah, Lara been around, Reef. He stood the test of time. And the way he aged, like I said, like Juan, since moving to 60, he got all knockouts. So this is what makes, again, is what makes a fight with these two right here significant. And the fact, even the prospect of and potential of Terence Crawford entering 160, I would think he, like, think about it. It ain't like they got these super mega fights there, but I think you got fights that you can get paid well for that'll entertain the people and allow him to add to his legacy, chase more accolades in the process, and dare I say, possibly become undisputed again for that 4th time, like he's been talking about. So I just want to see how this all unfold. We can't overlook this fight. I can't just say, you know, oh, Terence Crawford and Janibek, but it is interesting to talk about because, again, people got a lot of faith in this guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, Tay. He never get a he always get a raw deal in the cards. Never get a fair shake. Barely ever on the cards, bro. Barely. If it's a tight fight and it's going to the cards for Lara, he either getting a draw or a loss. I'm telling you, they do him dirty. Gotta find this. Lara's a good example in life. I don't feel like you're not accomplishing things by certain age. I'm telling you, yeah, that dude really stood the test of time, man. And he been spot on. He been spot on, bro. I just love what he been showing us. God, and again, like I said, it's nothing short of impressive when you able to go up and weight and do that, yo. That's not no easy feat. You know what I'm saying? Go up and weight where it's heavier at, where guys are essentially bigger, punching harder. You get what I'm saying? And you coming from a smaller weight class and being a guy that's known as a boxer, a dude that's fleet-footed, right? You know what I mean? He's known to give you fits. Look how he gave Canelo a headache with that boxing lesson. He had Canelo pissed off that he wouldn't stand there and just let him get punched on. You know what I mean? That's that guy. So he transitioned, and that's what I think has made this run with Lara so special at 60. It's transitioning and like being able to adjust his style. You get what I'm saying? He's been able to adjust his style to be getting older, right? To not having the legs that he used to use, man. And there's not a lot of people that can do that and still have that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a lot of them. It's not a lot of people that can do it. And he's been one of them, man. So that's why I said, man, his 160 run need to be studied and appreciated. And he definitely got to be given credit. And I think it deserves a lot more respect. You know what I mean? It's not something that's easy to do, man. I know middleweight ain't the deepest, but I don't even think we could say we would have seen Lara up at 60, especially at 2025 and knocking guys out. Peace to the Queen. Lisa, how you feeling today? Always good to see you. Y'all double tap that screen. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know, man. Hit the like. I got little funny, little silly ass clips. Y'all know how I do, man.
Smash that like button. Can you smash the like button?
Go ahead, smash that.
Alright, Simp Nation, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, you already know. Go ahead and smash that like button. Hit it real nice and good for me. Come on, hit it. I'm waiting. You just watched my entire 10-minute video, and you're not gonna hit the like button. Tyler Martin. Hit the like button.
Impossible.
We have your family, Tyler. Yeah. We snatched them in the middle of the night while you were sleeping, Tyler.
Oh, that's not true.
You never noticed.
Mom?
Now hit the like button. Imagine if there's actually someone named Tyler Martin watching this right now. That'd be crazy. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you...
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Let's get to it, man. Let's keep getting to it. So yeah, like I told y'all, it was a video where Tim Bradley was talking about Crawford. Now he may not retire undefeated, and I think one of the guys that they're you know, like again, people are heavily speaking on it and conversating about. He's on everybody's mind. One of the top guys that they think could trouble him or potentially challenge him with a unique style is this Janibek character. But like I said, only time will tell, man.
Got me hyped up.
We're gonna see exactly what he looked like when he go in there with Lara in December, right? That's a real test. Like I said, I don't got no reason to feel like Lara don't have some kind of a chance in this fight. He's been doing well up until this point. Although Janibek will be much different than any of the guys that he's fought at 60 thus far. It's a genuine 60-pounder that could arguably be fighting up at 68. Y'all seen the picture with him standing next to Crawford. So you see the size disadvantage that Crawford is at. And that's why I think, again, that'll be another special feat, bro. Like, giving up this so-called size and weight and stuff to these bigger guys and being able to beat them is impressive. Let's get to this, man.
That glory is out.
Tim Bradley talking about Crawford might not retire undefeated. Let's
check
hear
this out.
this, man.
Hey, I've been thinking, man. Shoot. Hey, Memphis, stand up real quick anyway. Glorilla, fire. That's me and my daughter's hype song before she get out and go play soccer, man. We put that Glorilla on, dog, and we start just wilding out, getting hyped. Anyways, yo, check this out. Hey, Omaha, stand up. Yeah, we finna talk about Bud Crawford, man. What's next? Let's survey the landscape, man. Let's say if Bud Crawford go down to middleweight. You know what I'm saying? News just posted that you got Janibek gonna face Lara. Boom, he gonna have 3 belts. Then you got Adamas, right?
Yeah.
I think Janibek has an opportunity to sew up all 4 belts and become undisputed, right? At middleweight.
And
Terence Crawford being the 168, and he talking about, there's been some talk about him going down to 160. Shoot, we might get another undisputed match from Crawford. Within the next year and a half. Crawford only fight once a year. So, yeah, by time a year, hey, Janibek might be that guy, man.
Got some significance to
pounds.
It.
And by the way,
gonna be at.
Janibek ain't.
I'm telling you, Crawford, the thought of him being at middleweight just added some more significance to this fight right here with Lara and Janibek.
Joke.
Really did.
Oh, no. That is a tough fight for Terence Crawford. I love me some Crawford, man. Y'all already know what time it is. But, hey, I got to call a spade a damn spade. Janibek ain't nothing to mess with. He cold. Yeah, Southpaw, you don't know much about him. That's fine. You ain't got to know much about him. But I'm here to tell you. Speed, power, size, IQ, defense, offense. Dude is cold, man. Footwork, angles, shoot, power in both hands. He a killer. That's what he is. He a damn killer, man. So I mean, look, if Crawford could go down and face that dude, bro, man, Crawford's legacy. Now it might not be no marquee name and a name that the whole world will know, but everybody will be tuning in just to see Terence Crawford's greatness because he's a mega star now. He's the star now, right? Hey, yeah. So it don't matter who Terence fight. Everybody gonna be tuning in to see the greatness of Terence Crawford. So you know what? That damn fight, or if they were to fight, woo-wee, that's a bad fight. And I'm here to tell y'all, hey, just as well as Crawford, hey, Janibek is a bad man, dude. He a dude that he ain't meant to be F with. That's for damn sure. Hey, but you know, if Crawford wants to stay at 168, I see a couple of guys there, man, that, you know, that I think that are our big marquee names. One particular is Benavidez. Yeah, you heard Mayweather come out and report, say that, you know, he wants Terence.
We know that one ain't happening, though. I feel Tim, he's just speaking from a fighter perspective and considering all possibilities. But I think that's the thing that's least likely to happen. He already stated how he's staying at 75. He ain't going back down to 68. Crawford ain't fighting at 68 again. That'll never happen. But I think the sweet spot for him right now on his way out, like I'm going to keep saying all stream, y'all, or while we having this conversation, is right now, right at middleweight. It's for the taking, bud.
Crawford to fight against Benavidez. Well, Mayweather, damn it, we wanted you to fight against Margarito. We wanted you to fight against this guy and Manny Pacquiao sooner and all this stuff, but you did what you wanted to do. So sit back and just enjoy the ride, champ. That's it. Anyways, yeah, back to Benavidez. Damn, if Benavidez come back down to 168, man, that's another crazy-ass matchup for Terence Crawford. Because, again, look, with the skill set of Crawford and everything else he brings, right, these guys have skills too, and they bigger than he is. See, and that's difficult. That's going to be real difficult. Now, Canelo was the perfect size, perfect style for Terence Crawford, right, to be able to contend with. But, man, when you start fighting giants like Benavidez, you know, who bring the size, the volume, the stamina, the determination to win, the skill along with that, man. You know, hey, he already didn't beat older brother. He beat older brother already. But trust me, little brother a little bit different.
He just look.
His mentality is a little bit different too. Yeah, we can talk about his flaws and this and that and the third, but damn it, his strengths, man, they cover up a lot of them flaws, man. And again, that determination and will to win and his ability to willingness to walk through a damn wall to get that victory like Crawford. That's a hell of a matchup. 60-40 either way, 45, you know, 40-something and some change, whatever you want to call it, 50-50, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Because you never want to count out Terence Bud Crawford because he that damn good. But anyways, yeah, that's another guy. But there's another guy that, you know, a lot of people, you know, not really talking about, man. Canelo faced him, you know, but that Bivol fight. Yeah, on this channel, you know, if you stay tuned on this channel, y'all know that Bivol is a miracle fight. Yeah, he's a miracle fight. Terence Crawford may need a miracle beating that dude right there. Styles make fights. I tell you folks all the time, Styles makes fights. That's what it is. And Bivol got the style to give Terence Crawford fits. He got the size to give him fits. He got the footwork to give him fits. He got the jab to give him fits. Boy, and the defense too on top of that. Yeah, that boy, hey, he got a high ass plus-minus too, right along with Shakur Stevenson, man. But anyways, those three guys right there, man, those are the only challengers right there that I see for Crawford. I mean, some people will say, Adames. Man, I saw Crawford serve Adames in sparring. It ain't gonna be no different in the fight, man. Yeah. And Adames knows it too. Crawford just a different animal, bro. Different beast. But anyways, hey, look, that's my time. That's what I think. Those are three fights right there, man. Omaha, stand up. If Crawford continues to stay in this business, bro, man, whoo, if Crawford, if he participated in these three fights and he won it all, man, I'm not going to lie, bro. I think he going to surpass Muhammad Ali, in my opinion. But anyways, hey, leave y'all comments in the comment section, big dog. Peace.
Gotta love Tim, bro. He's a funny guy, man. Hall of Famer, you know the rest. But, man, shout out to him. Look. You know, he made a bold statement, man. He said Crawford may not retire undefeated. And if y'all was in here, y'all listened to what he said. He stated his reasons, man. One of the guys that he threw out there that I've been hearing this conversation float around in several spaces is Janibek, man. He looked like a legit challenge. He looked like he's captured the eye of the people at 160, and they look like that could potentially be one of the next fights for him. But just don't know, man. got Adonis out there, I'm pretty sure he'll have something to say about wanting a winner or wanting the opportunity out of the winner of Janibek and Lara. But we'll see. We don't know how any of this gonna shake out. But like I said, man, I just love the conversation because it's amazing to see that Bud Crawford was in this position. I can't say I would have guessed him not only, wiping up 147 the way he did, but then dipping his toe 54, having a fight at 68. You get what I'm saying? Then coming back down to 60. That shit is different, man. It's a lot of history, a lot of accolades, a lot of legacy, a lot of greatness, man. Just a one-of-a-kind kind of individual. Now, like I said, if it's anybody that could achieve the 4-time undisputed run, it's definitely him. He's definitely the guy to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the guy that could do that shit. Damon, what's good, homie? How you feeling, bro? And Blood said he coming to 160 to make him fight. It took the butt. Yeah, I'm telling you, because he putting that's another good thing, Q. It puts the pressure right on the division, right? It puts the pressure on him, like, oh shit, Bud coming. I'm telling you, Bud coming. It's like Debo at this point, man. That shit is like Debo at this point. It's like, oh shit, Bud coming. I'm telling you, it's like, oh, Bud coming.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button. Push it.
Push that button, y'all.
I don't see no blood going down my jaw. And I got your money in my pocket.
Exactly.
Take it.
Yeah.
So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody?
Fat, nigga. That's what you is. I'm not fat. Fat. I'm not fat. Muscle. That's fat.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Do you think people have been reluctant to give you the proper amount of respect? Or don't you care?
I earn my respect.
The media always gonna say things.
Savage mode. Savage mode, Bud, bro.
Feel I'm the bigger guy. I've been. The reason I say I'm the bigger guy is because. A
lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a retarded ass dude over there because you was going against me.
Undisputed welterweight championship of the world.
And y'all been saying, oh, he's too small.
Why you call Ellie out like that,
yeah? And each and every time that I step up, I proved y'all wrong.
Which one of those two fights interests you more, Gervonta Davis or Terence Crawford?
Whichever monkey wants to get the banana.
Hey, tell him what you told me. What I tell you? What you doing it for? Oh, promotion, baby. All right. So I ain't gotta fuck up. I ain't gotta fuck up.
We started B&B Boxing Academy because it's a lot of crime in North Omaha, and I was one of those kids that didn't have anything to do. It's probably two options: jail or dead.
He fights of the people, man. That's dope, man. That's dope. But that's Bud on Savage time, man. So look, like I said, Indiana Jones Bud, man, is a real person, man. Sky's the limit, bro. Even at this age, bro. Like I said, sometimes, and the reason why I want to see how far he could push it, because he's gonna continue to be the example of, how age don't matter, right? Yeah, opportunities come when they come. It's just about you being ready for them, man. He spent his whole career putting in work, and it took to the tail end that he truly started getting the recognition and the respect that he deserved, like going hand in hand, right? Whereas, like, it's just even the biggest haters got to tip their hats today, and that's real. And like I said, I want to see him take it a step farther, and it'll be something good for boxing. It's historical, man. It just goes to show you just how great of a fighter he was in this era, man, and how he separated himself from the pack. You know what I'm saying? And being able to accomplish this much that late, it's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Definitely nothing to ignore. Shout out to Vergil, man. Shout out to LA, man. LA is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Go Bud, man. I don't know. Go Bud at the top, man, right now. I know a lot of people don't like these conversations because they like, what makes him so special? He's not that special. It's so many other fighters. Nah, he at the top. It's okay. It's okay to say he goated. He goated, and it's all right to say it, bro. He goated up. And Janibek, despite the size that that size difference, that'll make things interesting, right? Him adjusting to the height and just the bigger body, because he's a big guy. I don't think he no blown up 60-pounder or nothing like that. Like I said, arguably he could be up at 168 pounds easy. Janibek could. So Bud to have his work cut out for him, man. Bud to have his work cut out for him, but I got faith that he'll figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Janibek being there, like, that'll be the toughest test he's to date by far. You know what I'm saying? By far, no questions asked. Yeah, facts, he number one. Definitely number one. T-High was good with it. Bud with a whoop Floyd. T-High said Bud with a whoop Floyd. And I ain't mad at you. Look, it's just with the kind of success that he's had, I don't trip with nobody. It's just, I don't expect nobody to think it's not a fighter that he'll have a shot at, that he won't have a shot at beating, right? B-Dog, what it do? He said, I don't believe in Janibek. I do. I think he's good, but I don't believe in to the point where he beating Bud, B-Dog. You feel me, my guy? I don't believe him that much. I believe him getting some titles and having the belts. I could believe him beating a Lara, the 40-year-old Lara, 40 plus. I could believe that, but I ain't about to believe he beating Bud. Nah, man. You get me? I think the buck stops with Bud. Yeah, you get me? Think Bud will go Bud and go out there and put belt the ass on Janibek, man. Indiana Jones Bud put belt the ass on him. It'd be a good fight though. And he's a big specimen. It'd be fun watching Bud adjust to him for sure. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because this fight, not saying he fight anything like Jose Benavidez, but remember Jose Benavidez was like 6 foot or something like that, right? Tall, long guy, right? Same thing with Janibek. Janibek just has a unique style, good style, technically sound, balanced fighter, man. He's polished. You know what I'm saying? He can go. You know what I'm saying? He got some go in him, man. He got hands, but Bud got hands too. He got 2 hands just like you, 2-handed fighter. But I just think the IQ, the experience, the dog, you know what I mean? The overall presence, man, the talent of Bud Crawford to shine in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'll find a way again to prove to people why he just a cut from different from the rest. You know what I'm saying? A cut above the rest. Yeah, he gonna show that. So hopefully he get that opportunity, man. So I don't just be up here flapping my gums, but it looks like it's headed in that direction anyway. Shit, and again, when he was talking about 3-time undisputed, he did that shit. Now he's talking about 4-time, and I believe that he can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he a guy that sells wolf tickets. I think if he really start putting something out there, he could really manifest it and bring it to fruition. So I think he just need to just keep doing exactly what he's doing. Line it up, man. He's slowly becoming the name that people want to be in the ring with, right? So I think that's a good thing. Him having Turkey backing him also has to be, a great thing too, in terms of making fights. Should be easier for him to get certain guys in the ring because you figure the financial end would be taken care of where nobody has to complain and whine, right? About not getting paid. Floyd is far too brilliant a fighter for anybody to whoop him. I'm with you, B-Dog. I'm with you. Lee, what it do, homie? Or John said, like, but I ain't gonna say he never challenged himself, T. I'll just remember Pretty Boy Floyd and then Money Mayweather with like 2 different guys. Get what I'm saying? 2 totally different guys. I think he had one of the most unique careers because it's like with that first part with the Pretty Boy era, like he really put the work in, laid the groundwork, fought the who's, proved a lot of people wrong. And then in the second half, he still fought some named guys. He just took, these was more business oriented, right? For the bag and things like that. Cause I think he learned the game. He figured out how to market his O and market that heat and turn it into dollars. And that shit just worked out for him, man. Floyd is very smart inside that ring. And I think within the sport of boxing, as far as business, he was on top of his game. It's like once he learned the game, He took it and ran with it, and you can't blame him because he already showed you coming up through the ranks that he had fought the who's, calling out everybody, fighting any and everybody they put in front of him, taking tough challenges that people think he would lose, and he still done it. So he just didn't challenge himself. Maybe you think to the level that Bud is challenging himself at the age that Bud is at, right? Maybe you can say that, but you think about it. Even with you feeling that way, who fought more world champions? Who got the deeper resume? You get what I'm trying to say? So it's tough, man. But I get what you're saying, and that's what makes Bud special. It doesn't take away from Floyd, because Floyd gave you so much in that Pretty Boy Floyd stage that you kind of had to understand from a business standpoint how he figured out that part, and he started maximizing his dollars. If you know, with as much work as he put in being Pretty Boy, the money didn't line up, right? He still was not getting paid what he should have. So all Floyd did was learn the game well enough, learn the business well enough to position himself to get his just due and to get his earned, get what he worth. And he ran that bag all the way up. That's why I got a ton of respect for that shit, man. I'm telling you. Could have stayed dumb. He could have stayed not in the know. Could have not learned the business and learned the game the way he did. But nah, he was on it. So I respect it, man. I respect it. And now you got a guy like Bud. Like, he just had a different path, right? He always was winning, but never was on, the level of a Mayweather, right? But I think the success that you're able to see him get now is refreshing. It's just good to see, right? Because it's like, all right, boxing, we finally could get behind one of the fighters, right? Even though they still trying to put up some resistance because they still hating on the man. Why, I don't know. But I'm here to give him his flowers while he can smell them. He is one of the goats of this era, and it's okay. And his run at 60 could be amazing if he spent 2-3 more fights there. Real talk, truth be told. Feel me, Shower, the truth be told. If this is final run, it's cool. You get me? GGG wasn't buzzing like that. Time people try to push it. Michael Floyd had moved up for the left. And yeah, he was the A-side, exactly. That would have never happened, B-Dog. Floyd ain't giving that up. Canelo's fight, had that 4-time undisputed shirt. He's been new with that move. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Kill. He manifesting, man. I'm telling you, Bud out here manifesting, bro. I'm telling you. He out here manifesting legacy and accolades. This shit funny. You know what I'm saying? That shit is funny. If they don't like him, I respect the accolades. Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always just looked at the work that he's put in, and I'm like, that's one of the ones, man. And then for me, I don't know him, but for the way people that know him speak about him, like me seeing him in person out and about, this dude pretty chill, man, and approachable, contrary to popular belief, right? People thinking he's not approachable and shit like that. So I don't know, man. Just think he been one of them guys that not everybody gel with, right? Sometimes you ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. I think like Earl was more the people person, right? More the people took to him in a different way. And I just understand it. But that's why I always try to look at him as the fighter. That's a cold dude, man. I don't know him personally, but at least I know he stand on some morals and principles as a man, right? As far as, treating his people a certain way. So I always respect that, man. But like I said, from a boxing standpoint, definitely good to see fighters in general, and not just him, just people get their flowers, man, that they work for, man. Man, that was crazy. Yin and yang, so it's all right. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you just never know, because I always understand where people coming from, right? Because, people been able to give examples and situations, right? And I get it. But I'd be like, as the fighter, that's what I vouch for, because I don't know him, right? But I'm like, man, in that ring from the X's and O's, but bro be beating some ass, man. So we don't know, man. Janibek, Boots, they saying could be the most dangerous fights for him out there. The Boots thing, like I said, ain't really a discussion there because of where Boots at and where I think he's going to be at and where Crawford is aiming at. And I think that's just two separate places. So we'll see if Crawford retires undefeated. Tim Bradley say, yeah, he might not. But Tim like them bold takes, man. He get the people talking. He know what he doing. So I like it, yo. I like it. But also, man, Janibek, you know, he spoke about fighting Bud as well, though. You know what I'm saying? Crawford agreed to fight me. I would gladly face him. You know what I'm saying? Our fight would be the kind of match every fan will watch with excitement, not want to miss a single second. So Janibek like the idea of fighting the Bud Crawford. Already entertained it. So it ain't just me. No, I swear, I think this would be a nice fight, man. I'm telling you, bro. It shut some people up again. Yeah, Norman and Haney. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see it. Cannot wait. We'll see what Buddy at, man. We'll see what Budrick at, where he land. Yeah, like I said, 160 like the perfect landing spot, and the opportunities are right there in front of him for him to take. You know what I'm saying? So let's see where he end up at. But let's keep going, man. We ain't going to be on forever today, man. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to get to this Boots Ennis interview with Ariel Helwani that he did the other day. Let's talk about it. But yeah, Norman and Haney is a banger. That whole card is the shit. You know, can't wait to see it. I just feel let's get to this. Double tap that screen for your boy. Punch that button out for me. All right, we're going to get this up. Yeah, that card stacked for the 22nd November. Definitely stack card. Definitely a stack card.
Honor of saying hello to the WBA interim super welterweight champion. He won that belt just a little over a week ago.
Boots had
in Philadelphia at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Another fight for him. 3 of his last 4 have taken place in Philly. So Eddie and the gang have certainly held true to their word, having him fight there, Wells Fargo Center, all that and more. And he looked great. I mean, the fight just lasted 72 seconds. And so now it seems as though he's on a collision course with Vergil Ortiz and some of the other big names at 154 pounds. We are talking to the one and only Jaron Boots Ennis, and I do believe he is here right here and now. Yes, there he is. Hello, Boots. My man, how are you? Good to see you. How's everything?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm doing well. It's good to have you in studio. It's a great honor for us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I always like about you? You always got the backpack on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your thing, right?
Yeah, it's my thing.
Why is that your thing?
Trendsetter.
Okay. What is it like? What is it about the back? You just like having it, or?
No, I got some personal things in there.
Okay.
You know, that's about it.
Just like books and stuff.
Just personal things.
Okay. But you always have like a different cool one on.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing it for a while now.
Boots keeps saying just personal stuff. He don't want to tell him.
Maybe probably like 3-4 years.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fashion trend too.
Yeah. Are you sponsored by a good backpack company?
No, not yet.
Come on, man.
Not yet. You know, whatever I got on, you know, I just try to, you know, match it up or just like a style thing.
How many do you have?
We feel me, Dan.
I got a lot. I got a lot.
Over 100?
No, I probably maybe like 4 or 5.
The annoying thing is that you have to take stuff out of each one and like, you know, and then it gets left behind. Ah, shit, I left
something in the other one.
Yeah.
For sure, definitely get like that for sure.
Well, life seems to be good for you. Congratulations on the win. You're doing a bit of a media tour here.
Yes.
Life, I mean, as a 154 pounder, it's been a short run, but I can't imagine like that couldn't have gone any better, right? 72 seconds, your first stoppage, quick stoppage like that in the first round in 4 or 5 years. I think 2021 was the last time. At home, was that the dream scenario?
I mean, it went exactly how I was supposed to. You know, I went in there, you know, handled my business, then play with my food, and I was on to bigger and better things.
When you say play with your food, is that something that you have felt, or at least your coaches have said, hey, stop doing that? Is this something you've tried to work on to get rid of people?
No, I mean, typically, you know, I go into the fights and I go in there, you know, try to put on a show and have fun, you know, but this camp, I just was like, this switch came on and I just was like, he got a go move. And then once I got to the arena and then my dad, right before we walked out, my dad like, don't play with him. And once he said that, my switch was already on, but now he just like turned me up even more. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's that time. So I'm gonna go here and get him up out of here. So yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as the camp goes, as a 154 pounder, how different was it? How much did you feel better?
Camp was 10 times better.
Really?
You know, I could eat a little more. You know, I felt way stronger throughout the whole camp, even during like fight week. You know how sometimes in fight week when you cutting weight, some fighters can they'll understand what I'm saying. Like when you at 47, at 147, and I was like coming up and cutting weight and stuff like that. During fight week, you get those times and points where you don't want to do anything, like your last training day or like during fight week, you just don't want to do nothing. You just be on some lazy stuff. You just ready to get it over it. But me moving to 154 and this training camp that I had a phenomenal training camp. But the last week of training camp, I feel like I could have I had a bunch of energy. I could have sparred all the way up till fight day. Like I just like real like energized and things like that. So I felt great, you know.
That's really good to hear though, man. Because you expect to see more and more of him, you know, slowly but surely as he continue to build himself at 54 and become more acclimated with each fight, right? But that's what it's all about, man. Go where your body telling you to go. If you healthier at the weight class, you feel like because of it, you're going to perform at a better rate. Get your ass up there, man. I just can't wait to see it, man. Robert Garcia feels like the biggest fight to make is him and Vergil. And look, I'm right there on par. I just hope they can get their teams on the same page so we can get the fight.
Having a 154 camp, and I'm glad I think I did the right thing at the right time. You know, I feel great, feel tremendous.
Considering how great you felt, was there any part of you that felt like, man, I wish I did this like 2 or 3 fights ago?
I mean, I would always had it in the back of my mind, but being at 147, I feel like I couldn't leave that division without, you know, conquering what I wanted, and that's at least being a unified or, you know, lineal champion, which I did become. You know, I couldn't leave the division just being a, you know, quote unquote email champ, you know. So you know, now that I made my mark at 147 in the history books basically. So yeah, I feel I think I did the right thing at the right time.
Did you know the night you beat Stanionis, did you know that was it for you at 47? Did you make your decision already?
Basically, like I just like I don't know if I got another 147 camp in me. You know,
how bad was it?
It wasn't bad. It just was like it's stressful on the body. You know, I've been fighting at 147 for 10 years, and before that, even in the amateurs, I was fighting at 141. So I've been in the 40s for, you could say, 15 years basically. And I feel like my body just needed to open up and grow a little bit more and be able to have room to like wiggle. So. And I'm glad I did it. You know, I feel great.
Fair.
Are you bothered, annoyed, upset that you couldn't become undisputed at 147?
For sure. You know, it was a lot of playing around, going down at 147. This guy fighting that guy. This guy fighting that guy. I was trying to get straight to business. I was trying, you know, run through all the champions and then move up. You know, that was my ultimate goal. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, it's in God's hands, and I'm just following the path. You know.
Boots was trying to step on shit at 47.
I feel like everything going how it's supposed to be going.
Was there any talk once you made the decision to do the Ortiz? You know, the Ortiz fight is the one that everyone wants to see, of doing it right off the bat, or was the plan always like not a tune-up fight, if you will, but there's no doubt, you know, Ortiz is in Lima. There's a difference there. Mm-hmm. Was there any talk of doing the Ortiz fight first, or doing a fight against someone of that caliber first, or did you always want that sort of first step and then onto the big dogs?
When I decided to make the decision to go to 154, the guy that I fought on a couple Saturdays ago, that's not the original guy we had. I think we had Boachuk. I think they said something about Madrimov, but I think Madrimov was injured, and it was a bunch of guys.
Okay, those are bigger names.
Yeah, it was big. It was bigger names, but the Lima guy was the only one that accepted it. So
interesting.
Why did the others? And I don't know. You had to ask, you know, Eddie and things like that. But you know, people will say the business part, but you know, we reached out to those guys, and a lot of those guys turned us down. So you know, at the end of the day, you know, you got to fight who is in front of you, and then make a statement like how I did, and I'm glad I did it how I did it. And now, like I said, it's one of the bigger and better things. It's that time now. You know, it's time to shut everybody up. You know,
speaking.
And I love that energy, man, because at the end of the day, if you can't get the name that you wanted the most, or it's not the name that the fans wanted to see the most, then when you do fight one of those unrecognizable names or one of those guys, those unknowns, you got to go in there and leave absolutely no doubt. And that's what Boots is able to do. So we don't stay stuck on that performance. You see it for what it is. He still stood on business. He looked phenomenal, sharp. He looked strong. That's ready to go. It looked like 154 got another threat and another player. You know what I'm saying? So on to the next, man. Let's see where they go from here. But I think it's going to be a bass. He might have spoken that in here.
Speaking of which, when that fight was announced, I remember a lot of people saying, like, this is not the fight we want to see Boots in, or the not the kind of fights that we want to see Boots in. Did that annoy you?
Hold on, y'all. We got 70 people in the building, man. Let's get the likes up for your boy.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Did you feel like you were getting heat from you sit here and say, like, hey, Boychuk and guys like that, Madrimov are turning down fights. It's not your fault. I mean, it's not your problem, but yet you're getting the heat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Madrimov turned him. I think Madrimov was injured. So
got it.
It was no way he was
unavailable. Yeah,
he was unavailable, and it was a couple other guys that I'm missing, but we tried to get the Ramos thing too. I don't know what happened there, but that would have been
You talking about Brian Mendoza, Boychuk, Josh Kelly, all those guys are saying the money wasn't right. Rashidi Ellis, it was quite a few of those guys.
Good for boxing, so I feel like people want to see me Ramos, but I think he moved up to 160. So yeah, but I don't pay attention to those,
And it was a discrepancy about the Ramos. They were saying it was Jesus Ramos, the 47-pounder that they was trying to bring up. But I did get word that Jesus Ramos, the 60-pounder, is the one that got the offer as well. So, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, don't even matter because he ain't in the division no more. So I just can't wait to see the next fight, the next step for this man, and just get him one step, 1 inch closer to what he trying to get, what he trying to accomplish out there.
That stuff everybody was saying, talking about he shouldn't have fought this guy. I mean, I fought a top 10. I'm up and waiting for a top 10 guy, and he was ranked in each sanctioning body. So it's not like I just fought like anybody that I just handpicked somebody. That's the only guy that accepted the fight. He had a good record, and he was actually a bigger guy. He fought at 60. So I mean, it's not really. Like I said, it's nothing I really could do. I could just fight whoever they put in front of me. But like I said, I'm glad I did it how I did it, and yeah, it's that time, It's time to shut him up.
Yeah, and it was a good win for Philly.
That's a fact, though. And dude had fought above 54 before. You notice ain't nobody say he bringing Boots up or bringing little Boots. You know what I'm saying? None of that, or him being a weight bully, because none of that shit matters. Skills pay the bills at the end of the day, especially at the level Boots operating at. So we just, I told you what Shaw was saying, the Queen was saying, Castile Clay 2.0. I promise you that's what he looked like.
Too, because that week, the Eagles lost to the Giants, the Phillies got bounced. So it was nice to see Philly get a win of some kind,
For sure.
Did it for the city.
Yeah, did it for the city.
That's just me as a New York guy sticking it to Philly.
It's cool. We see you on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who do you guys have? Oh, the Giants again?
Yeah,
Damn.
Sunday.
I'm a Bills fan.
Oh,
I'm a fan of the only New York football team. Because they play in Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Buffalo, I like to stick it to them also. But I hope you kick their ass because I don't like Giants fans. Although I don't like you guys either. Because I think we were supposed to play you in the Super Bowl last year, but then we choked. Although I think we would have got our ass whooped by you, to be frank, because you guys were on a different level.
Yeah, Eagles was locked in, last year for sure.
Who is your favorite team, by the way?
Eagles.
Number one?
Yep.
No, of all the sports.
Out of basketball, football,
everything, yeah.
I just support any Philly, Philly teams. So
it's gonna
Eagles,
be tough for the Sixers this year, no?
I think they're gonna be cool.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be cool. As long as everybody stay healthy, I think.
Well, that's a big as long as.
Yeah.
I mean, Joel looks pretty slim.
Yeah, he looked good.
Paul George.
Once Paul George come back, off of injury, I think we got a solid team, and I think we're gonna go for,
Yeah.
I like the new kid that we got too.
VJ Edgecombe, yeah.
He remind me of like Anthony Edwards, like Jimmy Butler. Yeah, so yeah.
You're friends with Maxey, right?
Yeah, that's my guy.
I hate Maxey. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh, you don't like Maxey? That's my guy.
I hate this guy when he played us in the playoffs 2 years ago and he shot those threes. God, he's so good. He's so fast.
He makes a monster, and I feel like he's gonna keep getting better and better, each year. He might be an MVP candidate this year.
He's good.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever bring him to the gym?
Yeah, he came to the gym and he walked me out when I fought Stanionis.
Oh, yeah. But you ever try to show him, because basketball players, for some reason, they're so awkward when you bring them into the body. You ever notice that? Like, you see them hit the heavy bag and it's like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. We were supposed to set that up for him to come to the gym and work out and stuff with us. But we didn't get to do it yet, but because he's focusing on, his basketball side. But in the off season, I'll make sure he come down in the summertime and and get right, get him some boxing lessons.
By the way, speaking of Philly, Danny Garcia this past weekend.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen he knocked the guy on like the fourth round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little left hook there.
Yeah,
he still got it.
He still got it. You know, if that was his last fight, you know that's a great way to go out. You know, in your career as a, you know, I feel like he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer in my eyes. You know, he ran through a lot of people. You know, at 140. So I think he fought the top guys at 47. So I think he's a Hall of Famer to me.
Okay, going back to you, I've talked to now Eddie and Oscar about this meeting with DAZN and everyone where they talked about you versus Vergil. And essentially what was said, and I want to get your take on it now, that, hey, we're going to do this fight a couple weeks ago, the one that you won. You're going to do your fight. And if everything goes well, these two guys are going to fight each other in 2026. That's the agreement. What Eddie said was they went back to you, you signed. You said you were in.
I signed like that.
In. No problems, no questions,
problem.
nothing.
Nope.
They went back to Vergil. This is what he said. And they were like, we're going to do our fight and then we're going to revisit this. Is that what you're hearing as well?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. You know, that's understandable though. You know, you gotta stay on task of what's in front of you, you know, and not overlooking nobody.
But you agreed before your fight.
Yeah, I did, but I still was locked in on Lima. You know, even when people was asking me about the Ortiz situation, I wouldn't even say nothing about it. I'll be like, October 11th, we focusing on Lima, and that's it. You know, that's our main focus right now. I said after I'm victorious.
Brian, did Boots ever spar Crawford? Nah.
He said, and I was like, then we could talk about these other guys and Ortiz and things like that. And so I stayed focused on task in hand, even though I signed before, but I stayed focused on task in hand. And now we here, you know, just here waiting.
If you had the pick of the litter, is he at the top of the list? Is he the top guy that you want? Why?
It's too much going back and forth, a lot of talking, and I can't wait. You know, they're gonna see. I ain't even gonna say too much. They're gonna see.
Is it personal between you two?
No, it's not personal, but it's just I see all the little talking that they've been doing. You know, and like I said, let him get through his fight. You know, and we'll see. Take it from there.
Will you go to his fight?
Yeah, Boots. That Boots like, man, I hear all that damn talking, but that's ideal. I think that shout out to L Dub. I think he was mentioning, he said Boots should show up to the fight, to the Ortiz Luben. He should, and this is what Ariel asked him. Ariel always do good interviews with the fighters.
Oh, hopefully we try and see now. You know, I'm gonna talk to Eddie and them. Actually, when I leave here and see what we're gonna do.
Yo, you sitting in the front row there would be something.
If I don't go, Ariel. I'm gonna watch it. But if I do go, you know, I'm be there locked in watching it as well.
Nah, man, you know, if I do go, Boots, man, Eddie need to make sure you in the building. So if he wins that fight, you could step in the ring with him, man. I'm telling you, get the people what they want to see, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the people what they want to see, man. Get the people what they want to see. Chandra. Boots versus Crawford, why not? I think it's the weight class. It's simply Boots at 54. Crawford is talking about going to 60, and I don't see Boots going to 60 no time soon, not right now. So I just don't see that happening.
And hopefully, you know, I'm getting, you know, I'll be able to get in the ring, and whoever win, I'll fight the winner or the champions. But hopefully, it's Ortiz.
You want him to win, obviously.
Definitely.
That's the way. I mean, gigantic fight.
I definitely want him to win, but you can't overlook Luben.
Sure.
You know, he's a crafty guy. You know, he been around for a while. You know, he fought Charlo, he fought Ramos, and he fought a couple top guys. So you can't overlook him. And it's not like he's a bad fighter or anything. He's sharp. You know, he's crafty. You know, it's not a guy you can just overlook. So I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know, for me, or 60-40, maybe, you know, maybe leaning more towards Ortiz.
Wow, that close, huh?
Yeah,
damn,
it's a good fight. It's a good fight for boxing. And I like it. You know, like I said, you know, I'm gonna be there. If I go, you know, I'm gonna be there. You know, watching and keep my eyes on both of them.
No disrespect to Luben, but the fight that I want to see is you versus Ortiz
for sure.
And I think this is one of the best like American fights that can be made
for sure.
And with all due respect to everyone else around the world, I think it has to be in America.
For sure.
Right?
It gotta be. I feel like you gotta do this one in the States because everybody wanna see it. Everybody go. I think it's a pay-per-view fight for, you know, and I think everybody will pay to see it, or everybody will come out to come see it wherever it's at, whether it's in Vegas, Madison Square Garden, wherever it's at.
What's your obviously you'd love it in Philly, but I don't think it'll be Philly, right?
No, absolutely.
Okay,
It's not gonna be in Philly. Yeah.
So where is the ideal spot for it? What deserves to host this fight? Which venue in your opinion?
To me, either anywhere in Vegas, so like a T-Mobile Arena,
yeah,
or maybe go old school MGM.
Oh man, I love the MGM.
Or we can go Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
I think Madison Square Garden would be crazy as well. That'd be historic as well. So either one.
There aren't enough big fights at the big MSG. I'm not talking about the theater.
No, I'm
Theater's
talking about
cool.
the big one.
Yes,
I'm talking about the big one. That's why I say I want to. I always wanted to fight at MSG anyway. Yeah. So, I like how it looks in there. It's real. It's really
incredible.
nice. When they have fights and stuff in there. So, for me, it would be either the T-Mobile Arena or take it back. We can go old MGM, or we can do, Madison Square Garden.
Do you think he would say yes to MSG because that's kind of a home game for you, right? That's so close to Philly.
I mean, I feel like he has a deep fan base. I feel like all his fans and stuff will come. If it was to be in New York, I feel like they all will come.
I don't think nobody thrill. Not definitively, anyway. I don't think nobody's definitively better than Luben on Vergil's resume.
He got a good fan base. I got a good fan base. I feel like it'll make for.
I think they could end up both being the best fighter each other has faced up until this point. Well, Luben has. Luben has faced Charlo, so there's that. But that is a good question too. That makes me think and that's gonna be a question that they're gonna have to answer, right? Is Luben gonna end up being the best guy that Ortiz has faced up until this point, and is Ortiz going to be the best guy Luben faced? Because we know he's faced Charlo too. He's faced Fundora. He's been in there with some guys, so that's what that fight is going to be a really good one, man. I can't wait to see that too.
Fight who don't want to come to New York?
Oh my God! There was a time where MSG was holding all these big fights, hosting, and now I feel like every couple of years we get when we got Taylor Serrano. Prior to that, it was Brooklyn's cool and all, but we got to go back to the Mecca. The Mecca is the best. I would absolutely love that. In your perfect world as well, he fights November 8th.
Yep.
How soon could we get this fight? You obviously didn't get hurt in your fight, I would imagine, right? 72 seconds?
Yeah.
Unless something happened?
I mean, it depends on how his fight goes. If he's in a war, maybe we'll see. Maybe April, March, April. If not, if he make quick work of it, who knows? We could be back in there sooner, So it's all for real. It's all up to how him right now because he's the one that has a fight. Hopefully he doesn't get no cuts, no broken hands or anything or anything hurt on him. So it's dependent on him at the moment.
The other two options, of course, Sebastian Fundora and I think Xander Zayas.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is there is some interest from MSG to have you versus Xander Zayas at MSG. Are you hearing this as well?
I'm with whatever. That's I can't wait.
You want all these guys? I like these options for you.
I'm really about to show y'all. I'm about to run through these guys. I'm about to run through these guys and show y'all one by one. This 154 really mine, and I'm gonna shut everybody up. I can't wait. I see. I hear the little chatters and all the little.
What do you hear? What's bothering you? What are people saying?
It's just little.
They're
things.
questioning you.
Yeah, they questioning, and it's cool, and I love it. They're not doing that, but adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
and it's gonna make it worse each and every time for whoever's stepping in there with me.
Seeing what Terence did.
I like how he say that. He here. I know that's why I say, man, he might be quiet, but ain't no way he ain't been hearing all the talk people been doing, man. They've been doing a lot of talking. And it's crazy. All this talk, all this slander, and this man ain't even lost a fight. He ain't even came close to losing the fight, and they be slandering this man like that. It's crazy. That's why I say I know he can't wait to finally prove people wrong. And me as a fight fan, I can't wait to see it either, man. I swear if he do, it'd be very impressive, bro. Anybody that's able to run through the crop that we got at 54, B-Dog is a special fighter.
Not that long ago, did that give you motivation? Because it feels like for the longest time, people were questioning him, doubting him. He wasn't getting the big opportunities, the big fights. Do you see yourself in his journey a little bit as well?
I mean, I got my own journey. And we just getting started. I accomplished good things at 147. I was lineal champion. Undisputed. Unified lineal champion at 147. And now we at 54. I have the WBA, interim right now at the moment, but I'm looking to be 2-weight division world champion, and that's what we're gonna do. You know, we're gonna collect all these belts too as well.
I feel like the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow is the Terence fight. Do you think he sticks around long enough to fight you?
I mean, I heard after his last fight, he did like an interview. Somebody asked him a question about him fighting me, and I heard him say he's not gonna fight me. You know,
why?
Yeah, I guess he said not come back down to 154. So let that man enjoy his victory. You know, he just beat Canelo. You know, the face of boxing. So which that makes Canelo. I mean, that makes Crawford face of boxing at the moment. And he earned the right to fight whoever he want to fight. You know, and
It's refreshing to hear Boots giving him his just due. That makes him the face of boxing, man. Shout out to Boots, man.
Yeah.
Were you surprised he looked that good against Canelo? Were you expecting that?
I didn't get to see it. You know,
you didn't watch it?
No, I didn't.
Come
get
on.
to see it. I was in the middle of camp. You know,
I know Netflix. You're eating breakfast. You put it on. No,
I didn't get to see it. I was in the middle of camp, and I think the fight came on like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it did.
And I had 2 workouts that day, so I tried to stay up, but I could. I was tired, and but I mean, like I said, I think he did a great thing for boxing. You know, I seen he looked good from what I seen from the highlights and things like that. He looked good, and you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? He a Hall of Famer. What is like 3-weight division?
Yeah.
He jumped from 54. We really could say 47
yeah.
to 68. You know, and nobody has done that. You know, he did a great thing for his team, and for him and his team. You know.
Do you think he retires?
Like I just said, I feel like he could do whatever he want.
Yeah.
You know,
Why do you think he doesn't want to fight you?
What he gonna do,
I mean, I can't really say.
That'd be a huge fight too.
I'm not him. It definitely would be a huge fight for boxing. Everybody always said they want to see it, you know, and I don't know, but like I said, he could do whatever he want. He pick whoever he want, and I think
it was late.
I don't know. I just think like I said, he just do whatever he want. You know,
would you go up if he said I'll do it at 160 or 168? Would you consider that, or is that too big?
If I go up, I ain't come back down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to accomplish my goals at 154 for sure, and like I said, let me run through these guys. I just want to shut all y'all up and then just make sure, like, stand.
Don't say all y'all, by the way. You know, we're not hating on you.
No. I'm saying,
I know.
I'm saying, like, I just want to shut everybody up and and letting everybody know that this really my division, and I'm gonna show everybody that I'm really the best in the world.
Do you feel like there's a little bit like you need to put some respect on my name here? Like, do you feel like people the last few fights have gotten away with questioning you, questioning how good you are, your ceiling, and all this stuff, and now it's time to, you know, as the great Roy Jones once said, y'all must have forgot. Now prove to them who you really are.
Roy said, what did he say? He said they say I ain't fighting nobody. I just make them look like nobody. And that's real rap. You know, I fought Stan Jonas, and leading up to that fight, everybody was like, "Oh man, I don't know about this fight. Stan Jonas gonna do this. Stan Jonas gonna do that. He too tough. He this, he that." And then when I beat him and I made it easy, everybody was like, "He was supposed to do that." So with me, I feel like it don't matter. No matter who I fight, they always gonna say something. Oh, he was supposed to do that, or we already knew he could do this. Like, but it's just they always like kind of like downplaying what I do, and then I got used to it, you know. And now I don't really care. I'm just here to shut everybody up and like run through the division and do what's best for me and my team and my family.
How has it been with Eddie?
Hey, see what he said? I'm just gonna do what's best for me and my team. Then y'all hear me preach that religiously over here, bro. I'm always saying that. That's something I'm always preaching on, bro. They gonna do what's best for them.
I believe it's been 4 fights with him, right?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, when he gets on the microphone in the ring afterwards, because you're kind of a soft-spoken guy, man of a few words, and he cuts those promos. Yeah. WWE, you're a WWE fan, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but
like he's like your Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, like he'll do the work for you. Do you like that?
Yeah, for sure. All I gotta do is get in the ring. I do the easy part. Yeah, I get in the ring and knock whoever out or look good doing it. I do the easy part. He got the hard part with the talking.
Yeah, but I feel like he does, for someone with your personality, he does a great job because he'll talk the smack on your behalf. And it's not like unwarranted smack, but he's calling everyone out because, you know, you don't want to do it, whatever, that's not your style. You're a perfect match, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Boots recognizes that, though, T. How that's why he want the likes of the Vergils, Ortizes of the world, because he know. That's why you hear him saying he ready to prove people wrong, because he hear that little talking, criticizing the way they've been talking. So he ready.
But
to shut
on the
some of these
surface,
people up.
you would think like, oh man,
he need
dude
them
from
names.
Philly, guy from Essex, he's a little bit posh, he's got the accent. Like maybe this wouldn't be a match, but for some reason it seems to work. Why does it work between you two?
I feel like you just said, like I do talk, but I don't talk as much because that's not my thing. You know, I do my talking in the ring. I do more so my talking in the ring. You know, I'm glad that I have, you know, Eddie to be around to like talk and say this and say that, so I can back him up and then he back me up. And
Yeah.
it's like it go hand in hand. Like it all work, you know, hand in hand.
Did you like him at first, or at first you were like, I don't know about
yeah.
this dude?
Eddie was cool.
Yeah?
He was always cool. Yeah, funny guy. You know, I love working with him. You know, whatever I ask for, you know, they do. You know, or he do. And then, like I said, it's that time. We about to take over. We about to take over this boxing game. Not only the division, but the boxing game.
It's crazy.
Like I said,
people, we be from the outside looking in, trying to force Eddie to be wrong, but the people that's working with him don't feel like that. So that's why I say I be confused as to what's the criteria to being a messed up person if he looking out for these people, right? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, if you being honest about Boots, you see how many fights he had when he was with Cameron Duncan, with the compared to the amount of fights that he's had with Eddie Hearn, and he's a unified champion in position to be a 2-division champion. You get me? So I think Eddie has been able to do some good things for Boots. Let's see how far they could take it though. But I don't think he need to leave him. And just like I've said before, I forgot what fighter came out and spoke on it. They said they're gonna go where the opportunities are. I've been saying that for the longest, bro. People be asking or expecting these fighters to sign to certain promotional entities, but the opportunities don't even be available for these guys. So they got to go with the guys that actively seek them out and want to do business with them. I forgot who was just saying that nobody wanted to do business with them. I think it was Scooter Davis saying, like, that's why people ask why he signed the Top Rank. Like, man, because they the ones that they reached out. They the ones that wanted to work with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. People be like, oh, why you go there? Why you go there? Because those are the people that had a situation lined up for these fighters and actively, you know, was ready to put them in position. Shout out to Lewis 4500. How you feeling, bro?
I'm about to prove and show everybody that I'm the best in the world.
I sense the motivation like oozing out of you here, like a bit of a chip on your shoulder. I can feel it. I can see it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm ready to show everybody up. And once I do it, everybody that was saying this and saying that, they're gonna be real sad over these next couple years.
And clearly the belts mean something to you, right?
Sure.
You want to be undisputed champion, unified champion. Can I ask you, because this has been a hot topic as of late, the belts. You know, Zuffa's coming in and they want to create their own belt and make amendments to the Ali Act, trying to get away from the WBCs and the WBAs. How do you feel about that? Eddie been very outspoken about, like, you know, we have to keep the belts. There's history.
For sure.
Ali held these belts. How do you feel about that?
You got to keep the belts for sure. You know, it's definitely history, and without the belts, without those certain belts, like, you can't really say you have legacy and things like that. So I feel like you got to keep the belts. And yeah,
they're trying to make it like UFC where they have a promotional belt.
Yeah, just one belt.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
At first, back in the day, not back in the day, but when I was like coming up, I'm like, it should only be like 1 or 2 belts. But now like actually being in it, it's actually better. Cause then you got something to look forward to, or something to say, like I beat this champion, that champion, that champion, that champion, all back to back. Or you just fight one person and just beat them for the belt, and that's it. It's kind of like corny. It make it like less fun.
Right.
I feel like it's more fun when you got multiple champions.
And in the rankings and whatnot.
Boots like taking people. Boots want to take that hardware up off you. I like it. Look, it make things fun. That's why I don't mind it being the 4 belts, right? Multiple champions. When those guys start mixing and matching it up, man, it'd be make for good, entertaining fights, and it'll be meaningful because they'll have the titles on the line. So I like it, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Look, do your boys solid. Double tap that screen, hit the like button if you're new in the building. Subscribe to the channel. We on the way to 11K. Support the grind. We on our way to 2 hours, man. Put some color in the chat. Let's support the build. We're gonna rock out for a bit more. We're gonna talk about this Ortiz and Luben for a little bit too, man.
Yeah. And you got different varieties of different people you can fight. So yeah, I think it's keep the belts, and it'll make better for like legacy for sure.
These amendments to the Ali Act is a very hot topic right now. How do you feel about this? Do you think it should stay as it is, or are you interested? Are you open to changing it?
No, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that, and that's what's protecting us. So you gotta keep it.
You know, they had a hearing last week, California State Athletic Commission, and there were no notable boxing people on it. to fight on behalf of the boxers, to speak up on behalf of the boxers, and this was alarming to some people. And now, so it's moving to the next step, and it might actually get amended.
Oh, yeah, I never even knew nothing about it. I say that's crazy. That's crazy that we didn't have nobody from like the boxing community there.
It was a lot of MMA people speaking.
That's not right. They should redo it or just leave it alone. You know.
You don't see any sort of issues with it. You say keep it status quo. There's full transparency. You get to see the books, right? You get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are potentially going to go away.
No, they need to keep it the right way. You know, keep the Ali. You know.
Do you think that their model could work? The UFC model could work in boxing?
No.
Why not?
I just don't think so. Boxing and UFC, two different things. In boxing, boxers make more money than UFC players, so you can't really like put them two like hand in hand like that. I don't think that's a good idea.
And what about that model where it's just like one promotion and you just kind of fight the guys in that promotion and there's no co-promoting?
I like the co-promoting because, like I said, you got multiple different people you can fight, and that's, for example, like in UFC, you could be a champion in UFC, but you can't fight the champion in Bellator.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, perfect example. You couldn't fight Vergil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So, but that's the fight that everybody want to see.
Right.
So, I don't like that. They should definitely have, do the co-promoter thing, co-promotion thing.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know how much I know you got blinders on and you're focused on your career.
Yeah, I don't really like try to pay too much attention to like.
Do you watch the media? Do you read the stuff? Do you look at things, or you stay out of it?
Not really, but sometimes when I'm on Instagram or Twitter, you can't do nothing but hope to see it because it's in your face. Like, so sometimes I do see the little things here and there, but all that stuff just be. Yeah.
You signed with Eddie around the same time that Shakur signed with him. Why do you think it didn't work with Shakur and Eddie?
I'm not sure. I can't really say. I'm not Shakur.
No, I know.
Yeah, I don't know what they had going on.
It just seemed like those were two big signings, American guys, East Coast guys. Like, it felt like a huge deal for Matchroom to get two guys of your stature, and it seemed to have worked out great with you.
I think the difference is Shakur kept getting them raw deals with the opponents, the Kid Austin shit. Fallouts of the Joe Cordina. Eddie Hearn was unable to secure. I still don't think he made his DAZN debut yet, did he? So I think it was obvious to see that, what was going on and why he wouldn't be looking to re-sign. Whereas Boots, he put you in position to make you a champion, whereas that's not have been the case with Shakur. And the only good that truly came out of that was him getting his pay to fight. Other than that, what has Eddie really been able to do? He's done some things for Boots, but I don't know. I can't say I can see from the outside looking in what he's been able to do for Shakur per se.
But not so much with him for some reason.
Right?
I'm not sure. I can't really, like I said, I can't speak on it. I don't know what they had, type of business they had going on, or how they, meshed together. But me and Eddie, we meshed together.
You're
really
happy?
Well. Yeah, I'm good.
Have you guys ever talked about fighting in the UK? Boxing's so popular over there.
That's crazy. We just was talking about it right after my fight.
Okay.
That Sunday morning, we had a little meeting. And we was actually talking about. I told him I wanted to fight in London.
Oh yeah. I mean, the fans there are insane. Have you been to London?
No, not yet.
Like over there, you're in the car listening to the radio, just sports talk radio, and they talk about soccer and boxing. Like midday, that would never happen here. You would never put on ESPN radio here, and they're talking about boxing or MMA. There, it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're talking about like mid-tier boxing, as though we talk about NFL, NBA, MLB here.
Right.
It's crazy. So I think it would be great for you. I think you would get mad love over there.
Yeah, he said that. He said you come to the UK. He said you probably get mobbed. He said he love you over there. So one day hopefully I'll go over there this year.
You'd be open to it.
Yeah, I think I'm tripping. My dad has Jack fighting.
Oh, Jack Catterall.
And
yeah, it's coming up on the Ben Eubank card.
Yep, and I think I'm.
You're gonna go.
I think I'm gonna go. Yeah.
How did that happen? Jack coming.
To be honest, I don't know. I just one day I just walked to the gym. He was in the gym. But
you know who he was?
Yeah, I know who he was because before he came. I'm gonna say maybe like 6 months, 5 or 6 months prior to him like coming like recently, and he came and I guess he came and trained a couple times with us, and I don't know. I guess maybe he liked what he saw in my dad and around us, and I guess he was like maybe he wanted to switch trainers. Not sure, but it's actually fun to have in the.
I ain't gonna lie, Jack Catterall with Bozy is pretty damn interesting. That's definitely not something I ever thought I'd see. So it'd be that'll be something to see how he pan out over there, or what you know, Bose is able to do with Jack Catterall at this point in his career. If you are new in the building, make sure you sub to the channel. Double tap that like button, man. Double tap the screen, hit that like button. Let's keep building.
In there, you know, he's a great fighter.
Nice guy, kind of a mild-mannered dude too, quiet guy.
Great guy. You know, I watched him spar yesterday. He looking good.
Yeah?
He looking real good.
That's a big-time card.
Yeah, he picking up that defense.
Okay.
Real fast. You know, he looking good. Looking strong too.
So you think you'll go out for that one?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna talk to Eddie as well. You know about.
That's going to be at a soccer stadium. That's a huge deal. 60,000 people.
Yeah. That's why I want to fight it. Is that Wembley?
Hotspur Stadium.
Oh no, Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
We're Wembley.
Wembley is also in London, but bigger. So that
yeah.
one's like 90,000. Hotspur is like 60,000.
I gotta do Wembley one time.
You want the 90,000?
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
the fight? What's the fight?
I don't know. Whoever.
We need like a good British foil. I feel like you need like a British guy.
Don't matter.
A big name.
I would love to fight in the UK for sure though, and I think that'd be it. That's when I know I hit like mega superstar like for sure.
Do you want to fight in Riyadh too?
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
No.
And there go the answer to that question right there. Somebody asked, somebody came through here and was asking about did Boots ever say if he'd fight in Saudi or not? And there you go. He said we'll see. He ain't say yeah like a lot of these dudes be saying. He
Not at the top of the list.
No, yeah, I like London though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up with Canelo?
Yeah.
That kind of.
I just don't think he want to sacrifice him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he want to sacrifice him being Conor Ben to Boots Ennis, because I think that's what happened. I think so too, Teach. You feel me? You feel me, Teach? He like, we'll see. Like, cause everybody else be like, yeah, he's like, we'll see. And Boots probably like, man, nah, man, I got Philly. Give me Teach, man. I got Philly, man. We building over here, man. Eddie, nah, I'm good. He's probably like, I'm good.
Big news when we saw you training with him. How did that happen?
Just our teams reaching out to each other, and
yeah, I'm cool.
And
did he reach out to you?
We reached out to him, but I actually used that camp to start my camp.
Okay.
So when I was out there for like maybe like 10 days. So you basically say 2 weeks. So my first 2 weeks at camp was out there, and I really was out there getting in shape for my own fight, and because we was in Truckee, California. You know, the elevation is like 5,800. Or something like that up there. So I was actually out there getting in shape, you know, for my own fight. And why not go out there and why not go train with, you know, Canelo and me move up in weight, you know, and go hand to hand.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
Like 10 days.
And how was it?
It was great. You know, I enjoyed I enjoyed Truckee. I enjoyed the weather, the elevation. I didn't really like feel it. I guess because maybe I was already in like some type of shape or something like that, but I didn't feel it. But when I came back home, everything I did was super easy. I'm like, it's crazy. I was running 5 miles in like 30 minutes. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I feel like amazing.
5 miles in 30 minutes is crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. 5 miles in 30 minutes is wild. Boots out there, 15, 20 round shape. Stan Jonas was cooked from the word go.
You know, and that's something that I think I might do. I think I might take my camp, like my next camp. I might go to like Truckee or like Colorado Springs or somewhere high altitude.
Do you think that you'll continue to train with him?
Better. That's why you keep getting better, man. Shout out to Boots, man. Smart kid, man.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Or was it just specific to this fight?
No, that just was just for this fight, you know. And like I said, I used that training camp to, you know, prepare myself for the 154 division. Why not, you know, train with a 68 pounder, you know, and get ready and get right.
Did you guys spar?
Yeah, we sparred like 4 times.
Wow, how many rounds?
We did. The first time we did 5. The first 2 times we did 5, and I think the last 2 times we did 8.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 8.
Man, I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was great work. You know?
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great work. I appreciate them, you know,
let
me come down and use their facilities to get in shape for my fight. And it was definitely great work.
Is that something that you like to do? See what other people are doing? You know, link up with other guys, or is that unique? Is that just a thing that kind of happened and you prefer staying at home? I know you said that you think you might do this or want to do this, but historically in your career, is that something you've liked to do or no?
That was like that, like you just said. I just wanted to get out my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, I always train at home. I was like, I'm gonna just do something different, and I was like, I wanted to do something different, so I went out there and trained out there for, like 10 days, and it was great. You know, I didn't want to be home the first 2 weeks of camp. I just wanted to do something different. Yeah, switch it up and just see different things. I was out there doing stuff that I never did before. I'm out there fishing. I don't even fish when I'm here, like when I'm home. Like it's crazy out there fishing, just enjoying myself. It was like very like relaxing and like.
Were you
peaceful.
fishing with Canelo?
No, I was fishing with my brother.
Okay.
And my cameraman.
Oh wow, your brother came out too.
Yeah, my brother. That's who went with me. Farad went with me. Farad Ennis and my cameraman.
Okay.
Came out there with me and yeah, it was. I enjoyed myself. It was very relaxing. Just all you do is eat, train, rest, and that's about it. So it was cool. It was cool. No distractions.
Yeah. I'm happy you're wearing shades, by the way, because the ice is just unbelievable. I mean, golly, we have never had anyone with this kind of ice on there. How many necklaces is that? 2 or 3?
It's just 2.
Just 2. Jeez, Louise. How much does that weigh, you think?
I don't know. It's
man, man, oh man.
It's like, man, I don't know. I ain't gotta ask my jeweler, G, man. I don't know. I just paid for it, G. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I don't know about no actual factuals, G. I just know I'm icy. You feel me? Boots like, don't worry about how much it weighs, G. Just know I got it. I'm icy. You know what I'm saying?
How many diamonds we got on there? How many carats is that?
A lot.
Yo, the bottom one. Oh yeah, there's the. Okay, look at this.
The GBA.
Yo, that is something. Did you get this after the fight?
No, I had this for like.
You had this for a while.
I had this stuff for like 5 years.
Oh, for real? Time for an upgrade then.
Yeah, for sure. As long as it's free though.
Oh, those are free?
No, I said as long as it's free.
Oh yeah. But those aren't free, are they?
They wasn't free, you know.
But people, I mean, they probably do want to gift you this stuff, right?
They will now, you know, because
now you're a star.
I'm at a big level now. So
Moses the jeweler, what's that guy's name? Is that his name? The guy on like 42nd Street here in New York. You know this guy?
I don't know who it is.
You don't go to the spots here.
I go in Philly.
Boots over there, like, man, a lot. They over there trying to get him blind. Boots over there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Philly,
You can't be messing with those New York guys. They're gonna give you fake stuff, and then people are gonna call you out. I don't know. It's New York Philly thing. I don't know. Do you like getting jewelry? Do you have a lot?
I mean, once you get the jewelry, you just don't really care for it anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got chains. I got bracelets, watches, and stuff like that. But I don't really care for it anymore. You know, because I've done it. So. I mean, but it is time for a new piece, but am I gonna get one? Probably not. I'd rather like invest it in like a house or something like that, you know.
By the way, for those that don't know, where did Boots come from?
Boots, my original nickname was Boops, Boops, and my mom gave me that nickname. But when I was in the gym, like running around, you know, and my dad was calling me, they thought he was saying boots like the shoes, and it just stuck. We just stuck with me, and I just kept it as Boots. So, well, my dad just kept it as Boots.
Yeah.
And it kind of like stuck with me. It's cool though. It's a cool nickname, and yeah.
and did you get into boxing because of your dad?
Yeah, my dad was a former boxer, professional boxer, and then Derek Pooh Ennis and Farad Quiet Storm. Those are my brothers. They was former boxers as well. They was ranked high in the WBC and the IBF, and like they was like 1 and 2. And yeah, you know, so that's how I became, you know, this fighter that I am today. I was always seeing my brothers fight, and they fought on ESPN, they fought on Showtime, they fought on a lot of platforms, and they fought a lot at home too as well. So me seeing them fight as much like that, you know, I wanted to be like them when I got older, and now I'm here.
Did you ever consider something else, or was it always boxing for as long as you can remember as a kid?
It was always boxing, but my mom wanted me to play basketball, so.
Were you good?
Yeah, I was better back then. Now I just
yeah,
that's over.
But like, what position were you? Guard?
Back then I was playing shooting guard.
Okay.
I was a lot bigger though.
Okay.
Than the kids, you know, growing up back then. So I played basketball from 9 to like, I'm gonna say like 13, 14, and I just stopped playing. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I can't do this no more. I'm like, it's not as fun as boxing is for me, you know, and she understood that, and then from 14 all the way to now, I just took off with it, you know, and she really be like, wow, you really like you really nice.
You really did
boxing.
it.
Like,
yeah. Did she not want you to go into boxing because she didn't?
yeah, Boots nice, man. I'm telling you, at belt and ass, I can't wait to
You
see
want
the
to see
next
her
54
her
fight
baby
for him.
boy get beat up?
No, she's
been around it, right?
Been around it.
Yeah.
My dad was a boxer.
Yeah.
Both my brothers was boxers. She was like, all right, it's like basically like it's time for something else. Like,
okay,
I'm like, she don't really like care for boxing, but now like my mom be locked in with boxing now because where I'm at today, and she loved watching me fight, and I love.
She go to all your fights?
Yeah, she be front row.
Okay.
Every time I come back to the corner, I see her.
Does she say anything?
No, she be sitting there chilling.
Okay.
She don't be nervous or nothing because she know that I put the work in. Same thing with my brothers or anybody that's around me. They don't be nervous because they know I put the work in. I don't cut no corners. I don't none of that. You know, I lock in and I be full throttle on just, you know, trying to be as focused as possible and making the job happen, and that's winning and coming out victorious.
By the way, you mentioned Showtime. I feel like we got introduced to you really on Showtime.
Yeah.
You missed Showtime?
I mean,
Or is that-
Showtime going, right?
Yeah, it's
More?
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy to be able to fight on, you know, that platform before it went away. I always wanted to fight on HBO, but HBO going too.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It's a different time.
It's a different time now. Yeah, everything on the app now. You know, but I'm grateful for, you know, for the zone. I'm in Medroom, and I'm glad to, you know, have them back in me, and it's time to make these big fights.
Yeah. and do you feel like right now Terence is obviously, you could say, the face of boxing, certainly the face of American boxing, right? Is that a goal of yours? Do you want to be viewed as the guy in America? Do you want everyone to say like that's the face of American boxing? Do you think of those things?
I'm definitely gonna be the face of boxing. I already know I'm the face of boxing. It's just a matter of time. You know, like I said, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna pluck them off one by one.
What do you think? This next year, how many fights?
Next year,
what's the goal?
Probably 2. You
so
know,
Vergil, first half.
Yeah, and then one of them belts, and then.
Who do you think? Who would be next?
I don't know, whoever is going to accept this to fight me.
Yeah,
that's what I'm on right now. Like I said, I'm gonna knock them down one by one, and they gonna see. And I'm gonna slowly take over this boxing game and show the world that I'm the best in the world, and I'm the face of boxing. Just one fight at a time.
Do you think when it's all said and done, you remain at 154?
No.
Okay. Wow, you said that fast. Where do you think you end up?
I'm gonna probably end up maybe 68.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow,
maybe.
if only there was a really big name fighter at 68 who you can. Do you think you get there in time? That would be something.
We'll see.
68 is a big jump.
It's a big jump, but like I said, I'm gonna handle business at 54. You know, run through these guys, and then 60, and then maybe 68. You know,
okay,
68 for sure.
How long do you want to go for? Like, have you thought about I want to be done at X year, like X age? Do you think about that sort of thing?
Right now, I'm just going.
You're going.
I'm just going. I'm locked in. I feel like I'm in my prime. So.
I feel like there's a different energy about you right now.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, but you know,
ready.
also like I don't know if you remember, we've talked once before on the show, but you were on via Zoom.
Yeah,
like it was sort of around the time that you were going to fight, and you weren't smiling and stuff. And I know that you're locked in, you're cutting weight, but like now there's a whole different aura about you right now. I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Just stay tuned.
Something about less weight, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, being cut, more weight on you.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've had enough of all the shit talking.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for everybody.
That's it. Wow.
I'm just tired of the talking, and they gonna see.
How does it go? You and Vergil, how does it go?
However I want.
What do you think? Well, like how long do you think it goes?
However I want. That's how I feel.
I like that answer.
Everybody gonna see that I'm really like one of them ones, and everybody really gonna see that I'm one of them ones, and I'm gonna show y'all like. I really
can't wait.
I can't wait, and I can't even like explain it. I'm just gonna have to show y'all. I don't even really.
You must have missed it, Bucky. He clearly said Crawford is the face of boxing right now. You gotta respect it. You must have missed it. He clearly said that out of his mouth, that Crawford is the face of boxing.
Talk about it.
I got you.
I just want to show y'all because it just.
One more I want to ask you about Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a take on this, on this fight happening. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel like it's good for boxing.
Okay.
At first, I thought Jake was like kind of like trying to like play the sport or whatever, but I feel like Jake really be taking boxing serious. He goes through full camps and things like that, and he has a big following. So I feel like he bringing different eyes to boxing and things like that. So I feel like it's good for boxing, and then with the Tank situation, why not? I feel like Tank one of the faces of boxing too as well. So
sure,
you know, so why not? Why not?
He said it in the beginning when he gave Crawford his just due. said how he beat Canelo. He said Canelo's like the face of boxing, so he beat him. He like, man, Crawford the face of boxing right now. You just gotta respect it. Yeah, he gave him his respect. Shout out to my homie Claymore Rain. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro?
And why not have a money grab? And I know that Tank want to retire, so if he want to retire that way, you know, making millions, so be it.
The retort would be there's such a big
weight
discrepancy there, right? That's what some people.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Tank probably spar like heavyweights or light heavyweights and things like that.
Damn,
so
really?
It's probably nothing that he never seen before. I'm pretty sure Jake never fought nobody that little.
No, it's good.
So
that's the fascinating part about it.
I feel like it's more so harder for Jake to fight a smaller guy like that because he's gonna be a lot faster. And
he's never fought anyone as skilled as him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like weight aside, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think wins?
I mean, Tank should win. Tank probably should knock him out.
Oh wow, really?
But I don't know.
Think he knocks out a guy that big? That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Does that end the Jake Paul thing in your opinion? If he knocks him out?
No, he's gonna continue to keep boxing and keep fighting. He's gonna keep fighting either older fighters or like MMA fighters or like something around those lines. And I don't know, he possibly could win like a little major, like small title later on down the line.
Yeah, he was ranked, I think, in the WBA, and everyone got mad about it. In the top 15.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, as a cruiserweight though.
Oh yeah.
Cruiserweight's kind of the more shallow division, but everyone got pissed about it.
I mean, he gonna bring eyes to the cruiserweight division. You don't really hear too many people talk about the cruiserweight division, so why not? I know people probably think like how he just come in and just take over, like not take over boxing, but how he just come in and jump in and make all this money. But I feel like it's pros and cons to it. He came in here. Yeah, we all been boxing since we've been little, and we've been doing it since we was babies and fought through the amateurs and all that stuff and things like that. But I feel like I said, I feel like he bringing eyes to the boxing game and having like the younger kids that follow him and things like that. They bringing their eyes to the boxing game for sure. So I'm with it. I'm all for it. At first I wasn't, but I am now.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, as Boots just having an open mind, he ain't knocking.
I love
Jake.
it. Well, this has been great. By the way, what's the McDonald's order? I heard you have a very unique order that you want. You think could blow up. Maybe getting a McDonald's endorsement.
Yeah, I need McDonald's to come sponsor me for sure.
What is the order?
The CBG order. You gotta get 2 McChickens with cheese, add the mac sauce. You gotta get a large fry and a large Coke or a Sprite.
2 of them?
Yeah.
2 McChickens?
Yeah.
That's out of camp.
That's out of camp.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a 154 pounder. You can do it from time to time.
Who knows?
Wow.
I might sneak one here and there.
Man, that would be something. Boots with the McDonald's sponsorship.
Yeah, McDonald's, come holler at me.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe now that we put it out there. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. And congrats on the big win.
Thank you.
And I would love to see you there November 8th. That would be great. Front row, just looking at Vergil and his team over there, just kind of stalking your prey. That would be a scene.
For sure. Hopefully we hopefully get in the ring too as well. So
afterwards.
Yeah. Always doing great.
That would be something. You and Eddie pulling up over there?
Yeah, me and Eddie.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'm gonna talk to Eddie when I get off. When I'm here. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much. Congrats. We're gonna take a quick break. Say goodbye to Boots. Be back with Andy Foster. A lot to get in with him about. So don't go.
Shout out to my guy Boots, man. And speaking of Jake Paul, man, this is something else that I ran across. A little clip with somebody speaking on him. Check this out.
Let me tell you who Jake Paul is as a person. I'm about to expose the out of him.
I think he's a terrible person, man.
I don't care. I'm gonna expose him. I was about to end my life. I called Nakisa, Jake Paul's boxing manager. I said, it's over. Is there anything you can hire me to do? He goes, I'll look into it. I get a call from Jake Paul. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing? Not doing good, Jake. The Deji fight really f***ed me up. I'm about to off myself. I'm done. And he goes, I know the best therapist in LA. She's more like a life coach. She works at this hospital. You have to talk to her. He connects me with her. I tell her I need to go to a mental health hospital. I can't afford it. She relays it to Jake on his own. She calls me back and goes, Jake is gonna pay for your hospitalization. We don't want you saying anything. He just wants to do it to help you. Jake Paul paid and saved my life when nobody was in my life. Jake Paul.
There's one thing about that as a man, I respect that. Said Jake Paul saved his life. He was ready to end it all, man. Delete himself, man. That's respect. Respect to Jake, and he ain't even want to broadcast it. He ain't want no kudos, no pat on the back or nothing, no recognition for it. He just did it. something about that I really truly respect. And that's why I say a lot of times with these personas that we be growing to hate, they be exactly that, just a persona, just an act, man, just a character, man. In real life, people that don't be that all day. You know what I mean? Yeah, he a troll, but pretty sure he ain't a troll 24/7. And to do something like that, he could have laughed at him, man. I know people that you know, made fun of people being in mental health situations, and that's clearly him reaching out for help. He could have turned the, you know, cold shoulder to him, and I mean, ignore him. I just think that's real right there. I respect it, man. That's kind of dope when you think about it, man. So but nah, only problem I had with that video was, why was bruh sitting there on that couch like that? Nah, seriously, bro. Like, nah, I'm all with the message and everything. Like, we with you. But bro, why
Let me
was
tell you who Jake Paul is as a person. I'm about to expose the out of him.
I think he's a terrible person.
I don't care. I'm gonna expose him. I was about to end my life. I called Nikisa, Jake Paul's boxing manager. I said, it's over. Is there anything you can hire me to do? He goes, I'll look into it. I get a call from Jake Paul. What's up, Yusuf? How you doing? Not doing good, Jake.
Like that, bro. He bugging. All right, man. Anyway, but shout out to Jake Paul, man. Saving somebody's life is nothing to play with, man. Saving one life is saving is a lot, right? So I think that's just dope, man. It's crazy how these guys could be up so high and be so low, you know, at a certain point where they really feeling like yeah, you know, I say delete, you know, or off, you know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean, getting yourself unaliving, as they be saying. So I'm glad that, you know, he was able to reach out and get some help from somebody like Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope, though. I respect it. I really do. Definitely got respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Just those are the stories that you don't hear a lot or enough about, right? You don't hear enough about those kind of stories on Jake, because we a lot of times, that's why I say these guys show you what they want to show you. Yeah, they show you trolling and, you know what I mean? You're always trying to sell something or something like that, something to that effect. But behind the scenes, it goes to show, man, some of these guys be having some good in them. So that was dope, man. Shout out to Jake. But look, Robert Garcia, this was his thoughts on the current fight that everybody's been talking about at 54, potential fight that everybody want to see between Vergil and Boots.
I think the fight that makes the more sense is Boots Ennis. Boots just fought. We're gonna fight in 4 weeks. Hopefully Boots comes to Dallas and they start building up the fight, because believe me, I think between each other, Boots and Vergil, that's the biggest fight at 154. It doesn't matter if Fundora has the WBC belt. It doesn't matter if the WBA, the WBO. It doesn't matter what the other belts, the other champions are doing. I think Boots and Vergil is the biggest fight at 154.
Look, I like what he's saying there, Boots and Vergil. That's the fight that people want to see. I like the fact that he said he don't even care that guys got titles, man. He still feel like the fight is Boots and Vergil, man. I think he's right. It's a fight that I don't think nobody would complain about. I think the entire boxing world, both casual and diehard, would truly get behind the fight. I think everybody would want to see it. And it'll be a little bit of split down the middle in terms of who can win, who guys feel like can win the fight. It's already like a bit of a split, right? You know, you got people saying Boots, you got people saying Vergil, you got people saying Vergil, you got people saying Boots, right? It's just back and forth, man, depending on who you are and what you're a fan of, right? In terms of their styles and what they show you. But I really think Boots could end up being a really dangerous fight for Vergil. I think Vergil is going to always bring a challenge to anybody, right? He fights so damn tough, so damn hard. He's so committed and hungry in there, right? He gonna push it to the limit. He gonna make you earn it. He gonna make you work for it. But I just think from an athletic standpoint, Boots could end up really giving him some real big time issues, man. That's just my early thoughts on it, man. Something about the styles, man, and what Vergil does versus what Boots likes to do, and then the level of athleticism that he's dealing with, right? You think of Roy Jones to a degree when you see some of the moves and things that Boots is able to do, right? With Vergil, you know, he coming in a straight line. Very dangerous, though, at what he do. Very effective, but I think he would run out of answers before Boots would, if I could say that, right? In my opinion, I think he would. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see it. Definitely wouldn't be mad. Ortiz versus Bullchuck too. Yeah, I wouldn't. But after Bullchuck lost to Brandon Adams for the second time, Jay, I think he gonna probably be possibly back in that rebuilding stage, bro. We'll see. You never know. I could be wrong, but remember, Bullchuck just got outboxed by Brandon Adams on the Canelo Crawford undercard. You know what I'm saying? Bullchuck. Remember, he got knocked out in the first one, got stopped. And then this time he got outboxed. So yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Shower. He definitely got to rebuild. I wouldn't be mad at the fight either, though, Jay. It's a good fight, but I definitely like Ortiz and Boots, man. Yeah. It was on the undercard, bro. Yeah, Bullchuck got boxed up, bro. He got boxed, like just outboxed and out hustled. Brandon Adams really beat him. It was like a clean win too. Clean win in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Boots against any of these guys is gonna make good fights, bro. One guy that has something to say, he did a recent little interview. He spoke about Boots' recent opponent selection was Erickson Luben, and he wasn't too much of a fan of what Boots did recently. And I got these two little clips. I'm gonna play them. Y'all double tap that screen, hit that like button, sub to the channel if you new. Support the build. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna play a little bit of this Ortiz and Luben before we get out of
it. It ain't done. That shit not done. Trust me. He's just talking because, you know, his guy just, you know, had a spectacular first round knockout. So, you know, he wants to get on the mic and do what he does best, and that's promote. Vergil has a big fight on his hands right now. So do I. And this is all that we're thinking about. So the Boots Ennis fight right now, they could talk about all that all they want, but, you know, ain't nothing signed. You don't just sign while you got to fight, you know, at hand. You know, but I got plans of my own. I want to fight Fundora again after this. So saying some shit like that. Yeah, I got the Fundora fight signed, and you know we're gonna make it happen after the Boots Ennis fight. I mean, after the Vergil Ortiz fight. You know, you can say all that, but you still got something at hand. So it's best that everybody just shut the fuck up and focus on what's at hand.
I like that message, man. That's straight to the point. Look, shut up, lock in, focus on what's in front of you, not talk over, you know, not look over the obstacle in front of you, man. That's how you trip up and stumble, man. You know what I mean? Paying attention to the traffic in the other lane when you're supposed to be looking straight ahead. That's what Luben on. So everybody need to calm down, shut the fuck up. Luben ain't trying to hear none of that. Out here scheduling fights before y'all get through fights. Y'all out here talking about Boots and Vergil, like he just gonna get through me. Luben ain't going for that shit, man. That's why I love this dude. Win, lose, and draw, bro. He mean what he say. Like, bro, who y'all, man? What y'all think this is, bro? Y'all ain't gonna just talk over me like y'all gonna just, you know what I'm saying? He just guaranteed to beat me. And I'm telling you, he better be prepared. Luben is a damn good boxer, man. People underrate him because he's taking losses, and I hate that for boxing. But you know, with loss comes experience. You get what I'm saying? Valuable experience, bro. So Luben ain't nobody to just overlook. Even Ortiz know that. But here go the other clip, y'all. Y'all double
Fighting a guy like Usman Lima is just not really respected on mine. After the fight, he started calling everybody name, but you should have came into the division trying to get one of these names. If it was like that, you know, in my opinion, you got a guy like Devin Haney who's coming from 140 going up to 147 and immediately wanted to fight Brian Norman, the champion. Some people just talk the talk and some people walk the walk. And I feel like you know, Eddie Hearn's a great promoter. He does a lot of talking for his fighters. But, you know, if that was the case, if you called out all these fighters and saying that you're the best at 154 pounds, then you should have showed it by coming into the division fighting one of these dudes.
And look, I get it. Luben, again, I was speaking on something before because he did a couple of interviews and he kept the same energy. He pretty much was echoing the same sentiments. You got to think his position, and he coming from a guy that's been battle tested. He ain't had no easy road. This is a dude that challenged Jermell Charlo when he was 21 years old. So Luben has always been willing to challenge guys early. He's always been with the smoke. He's been matched up pretty tough. Just no easy road for him. Nothing been given to him. He had to work for everything he's got. That's why, you know, the title, you know, has eluded him up until this point. You know, he's fought for the title, I believe, twice. Fell short. First time it was Charlo. Second time it was Fundora. But he still finds himself in the mix. He bounced back in a huge way with that Ramos win, Jesus Ramos win. People felt like he got a gift. But I think if you just watch the fight with a different set of eyes, man, and maybe see it from a, you know, different angle, you might see why he was able to pull out that win against Jesus Ramos. So now again, Luben on his third undefeated opponent in a row, that guy being Vergil Ortiz, who's as tough as they come, whose game as they come, battle-tested guy. Like, again, man, it just speaks to the testament and the kind of guy that he is. So when I hear him be critical of the fight that Boots had, or the opponent, should I say, not for 1 second do I look at him like, oh, he hating on Boots, man. He just hating. Nah, he ain't hating. This is coming from a guy that's really all about the smoke. He could talk that way. If there's anybody that could talk some shit, it's Luben. You know what I mean? Because he fights the guys, bro, and don't turn down no smoke. And he be with this shit, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? They had to stop the fight for him and Fundora because he wasn't going to quit. He ain't had no quit in him. Get what I'm saying? I know his face looked a mess because he blew his nose, but dude ain't have no quit in him. So I love to see that from Luben, man. So it's just, he got to dig deep, man. This Vergil Ortiz opportunity is huge for him. People are overlooking him. They counting him out. We know that's how they doing. He got to show them that they counting wrong, bro. Vergil Ortiz understands that the kind of fighter that Erickson Luben is definitely a hungry guy, battle-tested, that you can't overlook. He can fight. He is skilled. He is one of the more talented guys in boxing. You can't act like he not. Shit ain't going to be easy. Matter of fact, we're going to get into the face-off with him, between him and Ortiz, man. They had a nice little cool face-off, man. I'm always happy to see Luben get an opportunity. And this is nothing against Vergil. I like Vergil a lot, too. I support all these dudes. But the reason why I'm rooting for Luben is because, man, they act like you can't lose in boxing. They act like you can't lose. If that dude get one of these big wins so they could put some more respect on his name, because if not, then they're going to say every time he stepped up or when it's a quote-unquote big fight, he always lose. The big fight being the Charlo fight when he was 21, the Fundora fight a couple years ago, and now this Vergil Ortiz opportunity. He need this one, man. So that's why he gonna be hungry. He dangerous. I know he's motivated. That man don't want to lose, and he know people counting him out. And I know he ain't going out like Willie Lump Lump. He ain't going out like Willie Lump Lump. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. How you feeling, bro? You feel me, Shower? Let's go, Luben. Happy to see this man back. But look, here's the little face-off that they had between each other, y'all. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, man. Support the grind. Sub to the channel.
Hello, welcome to Face to Face.
Yeah,
I'm your host,
out like
Todd
Willie
Bishop.
Lump Lump,
Vergil Ortiz
Willie Lump
Jr.
Lump, G.
versus Erickson the Hammer Luben. A showdown built for fireworks. As you know, Ortiz, one of the most feared fighters in the world today. 23 wins, 21 coming by way of knockout. He could become the face of 154 pounds. To my left, Erickson the Hammer Luben, 27 wins, 19 coming by way of knockout, only 2 defeats. It's power versus power, danger in every exchange, in a fight that could end in an instant. Erickson, I'll start with you. A lot of people do not want to fight this guy. He has been avoided, and yet you've been calling him out. What do you see in him that makes you think you can beat him?
I feel like he's a great fighter. I just feel like right now is my time. I feel like I faced the toughest guys in the division, and I'm just ready to prove myself. You know, this is my 3rd undefeated fighter in a row, and top 10
Third
contender.
undefeated. Put some
I'm just looking to
respect on this
solidify
man's
myself
name.
as the best 154-pounder.
When you heard his name being mentioned as a potential opponent, what did you think?
I thought that this was a great fight. You know, he's
Shout out to Damon.
like we've been saying, he's been in there with the best, and you know, I just want to fight the best. That's really it. You know, I don't got anything against anybody. I'm just a competitive person.
His 2 toughest opponents, he was stopped in both those fights.
I like Vergil.
Are you confident that you can knock him out?
Have, yo. He just want to fight.
I don't go into a fight thinking I'm gonna knock anybody out. I just go in thinking I need to do my best. I need to listen to my corner. If it comes, it comes. But you know, if you think about the knockout, if it comes, it doesn't look good. It has to be organic. So I don't even think about that.
So what weaknesses do you see, or what areas do you think you're better than Vergil?
I can't give you the game plan. You know.
Yeah, why people be
he's a
asking
great
that
fighter.
question?
I feel like on fight night I'll be able to just show rather than just talk about it. You know, I'd rather just prove myself and just you know, we have game plans drawn up. I'm with K Karoma now. We have game plans drawn up, and I feel like on fight night, it'd be a great matchup.
A lot of people are wanting to see you fight Boots next. Everyone said you're ready, you signed the contract, you were good to go, and that he didn't. Is that the case, from what you understand?
I don't want to talk about anyone if it's not Luben. You know, I'm here for Luben. I'm not fighting anyone else that's not named Luben.
Well, the promoters are going out saying, hey, once he beats Luben, that's the fight that's next. Do you feel like everyone's overlooking you in this battle?
Yeah, I've said it before, you know, with the whole promotion, with the poster and stuff like that. And, you know, sometimes I read comments online. I see how people are overlooking me, but that's just fuel to my fire. You know, I've been one of the top dudes since the amateurs. So, you know, with people overlooking me, it's like bringing back that type of that fire in me.
Vergil, Erickson said recently that you've been protected a little bit and carefully orchestrated throughout your career. How do you answer that? How do you respond to that?
Maybe to his point of view, you fought for a world title against Charlo your third year. I didn't get that opportunity. I was trying to get that opportunity. I don't think I gotta disagree. I just didn't get it. I was trying to fight Hooker. I was trying to fight whatever 140 pounders there were. I didn't get to fight Crawford or Spence. They were trying to fight each other. I just didn't get those opportunities, man. I mean, you can think what you want, but that's really all it came down to.
Shout out to Ortiz. I level with him right
We've seen a lot of fights recently that they already had an opponent lined up, like Devin Haney versus Ryan
Boots
Garcia.
got his fools.
They end up losing. Was, you feel like in the back of his mind that he's already looked past you, and that's an opportunity for you to ruin plans?
No? I could see it in his eyes. I know he's not overlooking me. I know he's
a couple times, 2-3 times.
He knows where I come from. He knows where I come from, the type of fighter I am. He was in the amateurs. You know, he's a Mexican fighter, but
you're in the building,
you know,
man.
He's done a lot of work in the amateurs in the U.S. You know, so I know he's heard of me probably from the past in the amateurs and stuff like that. So he's not overlooking me. I'm not overlooking him. I see the guys that he's fought. He stopped those guys. He made easy work out of those dudes. And I was actually impressed with the Madrimov one because I had him losing that fight. Yeah, I had him losing that fight, but he went in there and he dominated. He dominated, in my opinion, better than Crawford did.
Vergil, you said nobody really wants to fight you, but Erickson stepped up to the plate and wanted you so bad. Do you respect him for doing that, or you feel like this is a fatal mistake? He should not have wanted this fight the way he wants it.
Man, I respect it. You know, I mean, I respect anyone that gets into that ring, especially right now. No one's. It's been really hard to get fights. I haven't fought since February, and we've been trying. You know, I'm very glad that we got one, especially someone calling me out. You know, so it's I don't see it as a lack of disrespect. If anything, I see it as hey, I think you're a good fighter. Let's get it on. That's why I see it.
All right, let's wrap it up. What's your message to Vergil as he heads back to camp to prepare to face?
Train hard, brother. Train hard. Train really hard. Sure. It's gonna be a great night of boxing.
All right, There you have it. November 8th, live on DAZN from right here in Texas. It's Erickson the Hammer Luben versus Vergil Ortiz Jr.
That like button. Can you smash the like button?
Go ahead, smash that like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
Stop saying that! Smash, smash, smash!
Smash that like button. Smash the like button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash like button.
Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Smash the like button. Absolutely smashing the like button.
Make sure.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Hit that button, y'all. Hit that button, man. Hit that button. But look, I like the face-off between Ortiz and Luben. It's a lot of mutual respect there, as expected. Ortiz has never been the type that's big on trash talk. Luben, he gonna talk his shit. He mean what he say, though. You know, he might have fell short, came up short a couple times in his career, but he's never short on effort or skill, talent, any of those things, man. I think he got caught up in fighting the wrong kind of fight against Fundora when he took that loss. With Charlo, he just was young, inexperienced. He got caught early, got caught cold with a shot, and was not unable to recover after that in the first round. And, you know, the rest was history. But, you know, just like anybody else, he get an opportunity to bounce back. He's done that. He's been on the, you know, the better side of things, winning now. I mean, he's on his third undefeated guy in a row. First one that he beat was Jesus Ramos. Then he beat Ariel Holmes. He stopped him, I think, in like the 10th or 11th round, something to that effect. And now this being Vergil Ortiz, that'll be the third undefeated fighter in a row. You just got to respect his come up and his grind, even win, lose, or draw. But this is a fight that he want to win because, again, the noise is going to be every time you step up, you lost. And they're not going to give him credit for being as good as what he is. But again, it's going to be a question of how good are you really when you can't win the big fight. And you know, I got some people calling Luben a damn journeyman, a gatekeeper, different things like that. And I don't know. I think that's rough, man. He only lost twice. He lost to two of the best, one being Jermell Charlo at the time, the other one being undefeated Sebastian Fundora at the time. So he lost to undefeated guys, man. That was looked at as two of the best at the time, right? Fundora is he a trick bag. He lost once, but he's still dangerous. People know what's up with him. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Cal Cooley, putting some color in the chat. Appreciate that support, family.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well, I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Hold on, I got something for you, Cal. I know what my guy Cal be like, man. Got something for my guy, man. Hold on, where that? Where that, G? Where that?
9. I got another dollar to that 9. We're gonna get you up out of here. Senior buddy. 6. Nina Ross. 6 and 2, that's 8. All them years you went to school, what came after 8? Nina! You know.
That's for my guy. Shout out to guy. Appreciate you. Excuse me, but yeah. Third undefeated fighter in a row, y'all. First one was Jesus Ramos Jr., then Ariel Holmes. He ended up beating both of them. He stopped Holmes in his last fight, and now he got Vergil up at bat. This is going to be the toughest, I think, out of the three. Vergil be bringing that smoke. You got to be really prepared for him. But the good thing about Erickson Luben is he's battle tested, right? He one of the more battle tested guys. So I think if it's anybody that's going up against a Vergil Ortiz and to be in some good shape because of the experience and the fights that they had, I think it's Luben, man. I think it's 50-50 type of fight. He has the patience, the poise, and the experience, right, to be able to weather the storms early, to figure some things out. Like, he has the ability. He knows how to slow the pace of a fight down, right? He got some really good abilities and some skills, man. I like Luben, man. Just a guy that's had some tough fights, been matched up tough, ain't been able to get the really big win and get over the hump and get that title. With a win over Luben, with a win over Vergil Ortiz, I can do that for him. I know he's extremely hungry to win this fight. Got to be motivated to win. You don't want to go back to the drawing board with a loss. You want to beat this man. You get what I'm saying? You want to show the separation. It's not going to be easy. Vergil be fighting 100 miles an hour. You got to find a way to slow down the freight train that Erickson Luben is. That Vergil Ortiz is. That dude is a dog, man, and he don't know no other way but to try to grind you down, wear you down, and stop you. He said he don't look for the knockout, but he almost fights in a way that makes you feel like he's you know what I mean? He's kind of going for the knockout, but that's just how he fights. But I like his approach to the game. He come behind that high guard, but he's pretty damn effective. Heavy ass jab, good body puncher. Vergil got a little offensive bag. He got some little tricks up his sleeve offensively, right? He can get a little creative in there, even though he's a guy that like to come forward in that straight line. But nonetheless, he still can fight. Yeah, OG was tripping. A-Beezy, what it do? Like Luben offense. Me too. I like his ability to be able to slow the fight down. I think it's 70-30 Vergil. Luben has another new trainer. I forgot about that shit. We'll see, though. We'll see, man. I think ultimately Luben got to be prepared, man. If he's going to be able to prepare with a new trainer, I don't know. The PGH Big Dog in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? And shout out to the plug in the building. Yeah, that sucks, man. I think you was telling me that before, Dub. I kind of forgot. Glad you mentioned it. But I still say it's that 50-50-ish kind of affair, man. Like, maybe it is 60-40. Who knows, right? Vergil hasn't lost yet. Luben does have a couple losses, right? 55-45, something like that. But he got a really fair shot at winning this fight is what I'm saying. It's up to him. He's going to have to be prepared. It's an execution and game plan for me. Where is your confidence at going into this fight? How are you going to deal with what Vergil is bringing to the table, right? He's no doubt going to look to bring pressure, make things difficult as possible for you inside the ring. It's up to you to, what kind of fight you want to allow this to be, right? You can't let it get away from you. You can't let Vergil Ortiz pile up rounds. That's not going to be a good sign. You don't want to find yourself behind the 8 ball like after 4 rounds, right? You want to keep the fight, you know what I mean? You within range. You don't want to let this shit get out of control for you because you don't want to spend the whole fight trying to play catch up with Vergil Ortiz being like a damn locomotive wanting to go 100 miles an hour. Get what I'm saying? Superman, what it do? Say Luben getting stopped again. It's possible it could, but I think people thought he was gonna get stopped against Ramos too. Some of those guys that thought he was gonna lose, man. Luben knows how to he knows his way around the ring, bro. He know he can fight. He knows how to survive, and I don't mean like he's a survivor, but he's a vet at this point. He know how to handle himself in the ring, if that makes sense, right? Fundora, look how Fundora had to really work for that. And like I said, if it wasn't for him blowing the nose, his face probably wouldn't have blew up the way it did. With Charlo, that could happen to anybody. You get caught with a shot, right? But I think barring him getting caught with a shot, I think this could very well go to distance. I think this could be another distance fight for Vergil. This could be his 3rd fight in a row where he go to distance, yo. And I don't know. Luben ain't no easy guy to beat, man. Charlo was fortunate. He got that shot in early, caught in cold. Rest was history, like I said. Fundora really had to work for that scout. You know what I'm saying? And even that, it wasn't easy, right? That blowing of the nose really did it for him, like I said. So we'll see. We'll see. He said Luben could be a problem for Ortiz. He's crafty on Ortiz. A difficulty with bull chuck. That's a fact. He did. He did. That's what I'm saying. Luben has that vet, experience where he understands and knows how to slow a fight down to a degree and not let it get too crazy. You've seen it with Ramos, and Ramos is another guy that fights sometimes 100 miles an hour. Is looking to fight at accelerated pace, right? Luben was able to weather them storms, slow him down in spots, put the jab on him, buy his time, and whenever he stayed in the center of the ring, he gave himself the best chance to win. You got to do the same thing with Ortiz. He got to box him. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz want to fight, you know what I mean? But you got to make him box you. You know what I'm saying? Luben is an underrated boxer, man. I think people only look at the losses and they forget that what he really can do in that ring. Luben can box, man. If he's not too effective, shout out to L-Dub. He mentioned he got another new trainer. I don't know how much or how little that's going to affect him. I don't know, but that is something to keep an eye on for sure. Different voice in the corner. What their chemistry like, right? Is he going to be able to respond when this guy asks him to do something? Is Luben going to have to, you know what I'm saying? The answers, right? Are they going to have the game plan and the chemistry necessary to slow Vergil down? It's an undefeated locomotive. It's a damn freight train Vergil is, right? He got to be prepared for that guy, man, or it could get bad. It could get ugly. You know what I mean? It's a tough guy. It's a strong-ass fighter. Big Tex, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, homie? It's a strong-ass fighter. You get me? So he got his work cut out for him. But I'm rooting for Luben because he had it tough, man. Look, Vergil's been matched up pretty tough. Get what I'm saying? And he fought for no damn title, but here he is fighting Erickson Luben. You get what I'm saying? Like, he fought a Madrimov, he fought a Boachuk. Like, his last 3 fights is impressive too. You get what I'm saying? His last 3 is impressive. So he on a mean run, and he ain't trying to slow down. He know a win over Luben gets him that much closer to a title. You think Vergil Ortiz don't want to compete for a title? And it's crazy that there are people out there that think Vergil is some type of duck or he don't want to fight. I don't get that. I don't get that feeling from him at all when I hear him speak. when you see him on screen, when you see how he approached fights and how he handled business, and I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again and again. Nobody that's fighting Chuck and Madrimal back to back is ducking smoke. Those are two guys with different styles. They both crafty. They both pain in the ass. You know, Chuck got a style that was problematic for Vergil, right? Then he turned around fighting Madrimal, another guy that was a little tricky for him, right? He figured both of them out. That guy ain't scared to fight nobody. I doubt it. You get me? So it's just a matter of time and opportunity for Vergil, the same way I feel about Boots. That's why that's a must-see fight. It's must-see TV. And I think the entire boxing community gets behind it when the fight happens. Big shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland putting some color in the chat. Appreciate you, my bro. For giving Luben his just due. Hope he surprised some people against Ortiz. I'm telling you, Mike, I would love to see it. My big shout out to Vergil Ortiz, but I feel like he could lose and his people still going to be behind him. Luben lose, they're going to throw him away. And I know they will. You know what I mean? I know they will. Much love to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you, bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
9. I got another $1 at that 9. We're going to get you up out of here. Senior buddy. 6. Nina Ross. 6 and 2, that's 8. All them years you went to school, what came after 8? Nina!
Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you. Let's go. Let's keep building. But like I said, man, we gonna see, man. I just feel like Vergil is a real one. I feel like it's just he's a guy that's been moved by Golden Boy. You know, Golden Boy has seemed to take their time with fighters, despite them being talented or appearing to be at a certain level, right? They've taken their time getting him that title shot. Like, I believe what he said, and I level with him when he said to Luben, hey, man, them opportunities, I just didn't get them. I didn't have an opportunity to fight, you know, Spence and Crawford and this one, and I didn't get those opportunities, bro. I just didn't get them. And I know Luben understand the game and how this shit go, too. So that's what it is. I think it's a matter of time and an opportunity. Him and Boots got, like, similar thing going on where they're both dangerous as hell. They both really about to smoke. Guys probably ain't in a rush to get in there with them, but they'll definitely fight each other, and they both getting criticized. You know, Boots got some accolades, but not the names. Vergil got the names, but not the accolades, and they both get criticized for you know, the opposite reasons, right? Boots not having the names, Vergil not having the belts or the accolades, no title shots. But I think both of them have solidified themselves in different, on the opposite sides of the spectrum, where you put those two things together, especially if it's after Boots snatches up a title, then the fight makes all the sense in the world. And like I said, everybody is going to watch it. Kyle, you a fool. You a fool. You get me? Everybody's going to get behind it and watch it. So, yeah, man, look, you ain't double tap that screen, make sure you do, man.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Push it, man. Push it to the limit. Push that button for your boy, man. Sub to the channel for your boy if you new. You know what I mean? We gonna rock out, man. So look, I want to see where this goes, man. I can't wait to see both of their next fights. This one in particular with Vergil and Luben. It's like I'm not rooting against Vergil, but I'm really rooting for Luben. Like, my heart is with Luben because of, like I said, you lose and it's all of a sudden you're not worth a damn. And I hate that. So he lost to some world-class and top-level guys. And I think it's going to take a good performance. Vergil going to have to bring that shit just like anybody else if he want to beat Luben. Luben ain't – that's why I say the way he getting counted out is kind of crazy. I get it, Vergil a dog, but you know, Luben could box, man. Luben talented. He's a skillful dude. He just got long as he don't languish on the ropes. If he keep the fight, I'm telling y'all right from the rip, if he keep the fight center ring, he in good shape. Can't be on the ropes, languishing on the ropes, because that's what he was doing to a degree against Jesus Ramos. And anytime he did it, it cost him. That's when Ramos was getting off, going to his body, hitting him with combinations a bit, right? You could block 1 or 2, but you ain't about to block 4 or 5. You get what I'm saying? It's pretty hard to block 4 or 5 punches. So Luben just got to keep that fight in the center of the ring, box, turn Vergil. You know you want to come in a straight line and push him back in spots because Vergil don't like to be pushed back, and you don't fight his best getting pushed back. That's the story for most power punchers too. Most guys that like to come forward and bang. You know what I mean? And you got to treat them a certain way and use some of that aggression against them. Take a page out of Sergey Boychuk playbook. He was able to use Vergil Ortiz's aggression against them in spots, and he generated a couple of knockdowns doing it. So Luben has the patience, the poise, and the experience and the craftiness, right, to be able to execute. He just got to be smart. I don't know how, and Dub got me thinking, I don't know how much of his new trainer is really going to affect how he going to look in the fight, but it could be a deciding factor or a contributing factor, something important, a key factor, something to look out for, y'all. Something to look out for. So shout out to both Vergil and Luben. Can't wait to see that fight, man. Another great fight on the way. You know what I mean? In the makings, man. So last thing we gonna build on before we get out of here, y'all. I don't know if I spoke on this with y'all, but we talk so much boxing. Forgive me if we have, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I seen a clip from some days ago from Tim Bradley speaking about again Jake and Tank, and he went on to say like this was a PBC kind of call, right? Where PBC told Tank to take this fight with Jake, and he added some context around it, and I just thought it was interesting what he was saying. And again, with him being closer to the, having knowledge of the game and being involved in the sport firsthand, I think, take heed to a degree with what he's saying, or you at least try to hear him out, right? I don't think he was just being hateful or anything like that. Blue Hustle, man, what it do, homie? So let me play the short clip, man. This is what Tim had to say in regard to, I guess, why Tank.
Jake think he's slick. He ain't slick. But I'm here to tell Tank, man, take this fight. I'm making no excuses for Tank at all, but this is just my perspective, man. Tank had no other choice but to do this fight, man. He had no other choice. He was in training for that Lamont Rose fight, and, then the covers got pulled off, and then this fight came about. This is an inside thing, man. I swear, man, I'm telling y'all, this is an inside thing. This is something that Al, PBC wanted Canelo to do, because this is how they eat. This is how they going to eat. This is how they going to recoup. As you know, PBC, they got no legs to stand on, man. Money going out, not enough money coming in.
And I know a lot of times when people hear that stuff, they're like, oh, man, they say this all the time. I don't think it's a shot or knocking them, right? I think it's clear as day, like I said before, Showtime stepping out with their business model changing. Things changed. The way their cars come out is slower, it's not as frequent and consistent as what they would like to be operating at. There was a deal in place for Canelo to fight Jake Paul, and he was considering it and pulled out. That's why, if you remember, Jake Paul called him out and he said Canelo something. He started talking shit about Canelo because he was considering it, but he went fought Crawford. But you got to think that would have made a lot of money for them if they'd have been able to put on that fight, right? So you figure with them, that's just like a situation where they wasn't able to take advantage of, right? But they almost had that over the hump, but Canelo decided to do something else. So you figure if you got a cash cow in the sport like a Tank Davis, Jake Paul is looking to do business with him as well. And then your fighter is also talking about getting up out of here. Something like this could make a lot of money for the company in and of itself. So you find a way to still be lucrative with the cash cow that you have. I don't think it's a bad thing what Tim Bradley saying. I know it sounds that way when he say they don't got the legs to stand on. But again, I just think, it's a fine line. I don't think they're going out of business, but I think they obviously found a different way to put on these shows. And the way they put on shows is different, right? I don't have all the answers, but you could clearly see that things is not exactly the way it once was. And that don't have to be a bad thing, right? But end of the day, I think the fact that the model has changed is why you will see opportunities exist like Jake and Tank, right? Again, Canelo was going to do it. Okay, Canelo don't do it. Now we got Tank that could do it, still generate a lot of money, maybe for the company, for itself, right? And for everybody else. So at the end of the day, I just think it's good business, right? All right, well, we wasn't able to secure this kind of fight with Canelo and Jake, right? All right, well, we got Tank out here. And he, Jake is interested in doing this. Okay, well, we can make this an exhibition and still make some money. So I could see them influencing Tank to take this fight versus a Lamont Roach fight that's less lucrative, right? And every bit as risky, if not more, right? He's better than a Tank, than a Jake Paul. So I get it. At the end of the day, business got to make sense. And like he said, not enough money, too much, a lot of money going out, not enough money coming back in. And it's been known for a while, like Al Heyman makes sure he take care of his people, make sure they get paid. I think there's pros and cons to guys getting paid what they get paid, right? Because when the fights ain't coming, things kind of dry up, right? But I think this is why you'll see an opportunity like this with Jake and Tank exist, right? Because anytime you think about it, if you in business and you always trying to look out for the fighter and make sure they make the most money possible, right? You're going to look out for yourself as well if you see a situation where it could work out for all of y'all, you, the company. And that's the part that I don't think people are saying enough of. You can say what you want, but this is a win-win for Tank, for the PBC, for all the powers that be, the Al Haymans of the world, right? This is a win, right? Where anything where you could get one of your cash cows to be part of one of the most lucrative fights of the year, right? And it's an exhibition, bro. You get me? Everybody eats, B. That's what I'm thinking. So it ain't got to be a bad thing. I just got a different way I look at shit. I look at the glass half full. So now I don't got to be that the PVC is broke or any of that silliness, man. But I just think the way they do business is clearly different. I think I feel comfortable enough saying that, right? Shout out to LWBoxing. He was explaining some stuff to me in regards to, I think, licensing budgets and things of that nature. So you clearly see something that's different. As a result, cards are not coming out as frequently and as consistency as they once was in the past. You've seen some of your biggest stars on their side, either inactive or fighting on different platforms, right? Taking opportunities outside of the PBC themselves. And I think that is an indication that the business has changed. And despite things changing and them not having a Showtime in place like they did once upon a time, they found a way to still stay afloat. And when I say stay afloat, for lack of a better term, right, they found a way to still press forward, to keep going, right? Find ways. Okay, you heard David Benavidez say, man, Al Heyman told him, look, I don't want to dim your light or slow down your momentum. So if you got an opportunity out there somewhere else, go get it. And I'm supporting it. That's what you see. That's what you see in the Benavidez fighting on a Riyadh season card. This is what you'll see. Tank Davis fighting on Netflix with MVP Promotions, right? MVP and Netflix promoted event, right? Because it's still about the bag. It's a win. It's about putting your guy in the best position. He's not a promoter. He's an advisor, Al Heyman. They say this all the time, right? So what is he supposed to be advising these dudes to make the most money possible? Sound like business as usual. They just found a different way to do it, stay relevant, and coexist with their competition. They still here. I don't think the PVC going nowhere. I don't want to hear the out of business shit. They've been saying that since they've been in business, and they've been wrong every time. So I'm gonna just say they're gonna continue to do what they do. They found a way that works for them. And look, maybe they found a unique way to bring in some serious revenue to a company that is known for making sure that their fighters get paid. Remember, once upon a time, people was complaining that Al Heyman's overpaying his fighters. Remember that? I don't think, and to my knowledge, for me, I haven't heard that be said about any other person in business. None of these other guys, but Al Heyman. So think about that. There is pros to it. Yeah, you changing people's lives. You're getting people paid when you're making sure they're getting the most money possible. But then when you're not obviously able to put out cards as frequently and consistently as you used to, then obviously you got to find a way to fill in that gap, right? So how do you fill in that gap? You allow the David Benavidez's of the world to go make money over there in Saudi with no problem, right? Because he eat, you eat, right? And you still doing right by your fighter because you're not slowing him down. You're not dimming his light, still making business. You still doing business, still making money, right? Oh, Tank Davis, you talking about retiring. We see how the last fight went. You've been looking like you a little ready to step away. You've been speaking on it, right? Hey, man, you got this Jake Paul. You get me? As an advisor, you like, hey, what you think about this Jake Paul fight? You could make X amount of millions. I don't know how many millions he gonna make, but it's a lot, right? You can make X amount of millions before you walk out the door. Yes, it sound like it seemed like it would make all the sense for Al or whoever would be advising Tank to tell him, hey, man, you should look into the situation and strongly consider doing it. That's what people don't get, man. Yeah, he's not a promoter, advisor, right? So he's advising his guy to take the fight that's going to make him the most money possible. And I think that makes him very smart. I think that's why people continue to respect him, rock with him the way they do. And look, I think the PBC is going to continue to be a part of boxing. They're going to continue to put on cards. And it is what it is. And people are going to continue to try to overanalyze their business and say they're going out of business or they broke. You're not going to hear that from me. I just say, obviously, I think things have changed and they found a way to adjust to it. They know their business better than we. We know their business, obviously, right? So despite how it looks, they still find a way to be relevant, present, active, and competing in the sport of boxing and continuing to put on shows. So while their fighters get paid, I ain't tripping. 704 Joe, what it do? Shout out to you, family. So as far as was he forced to take it? I know forced is a you know, it's a tough word. I don't want to say forced, but I would say advised, strongly advised, or not even convinced, but yeah, advised, because shit, if I work for you and my job is to make sure you pay, it's a no-brainer, like I said. So I ain't tripping about it, man. Boxing gonna continue as it always have, man. Business is gonna do what business do. And I think as long as we keep that in mind, we'll stop losing our minds about when we see opportunities that only come once in a lifetime. And that's something that don't get spoken of enough when you talk about Jake and Tank. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to see it. Circus fight. But make dollars and make sense, bro. And at the end of the day, people are in it to make the most money possible. Yes. Okay, baby boy. 704 Joe, shout out to you. Well said. You know their business better than we do. You get me? And they know the game better than we do. So, you know, again, it just seemed like the smart thing to do. If you find yourself in a situation where you can't, you know, operate like the well-oiled machine that you once was, you're gonna see opportunities spring up that wouldn't probably normally existed, or you're gonna see guys probably be advised to take certain opportunities that in other situations they probably wouldn't, right? So I think that's all you seeing right now. Benavidez fighting on turkey cards or preparing to. Tank fighting on Netflix, doing business with Jake Paul. First time since being an A-side that he won't be an A-side in the situation. Don't matter because he get paid at the end of the day. So don't matter, man. Don't matter. But, man, shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out, man. Another dope build in the books. Look, make sure if you didn't hit that like button, make sure you do. We still missing like 20 likes. We ain't get to 100. Oh, well. Much love. I appreciate everybody stopping through, man. OB Perez was good with it. But we gonna continue to see what's going on. Motown, what it do, my guy? You know what I mean? Boxing continues, man. It's a lot of good action going on. November is a good month for the sport of boxing. I think October we're gonna close strong. We're gonna talk about the upcoming fight that's coming in this card this weekend, man. I think we in for a nice little treat there. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. So let me make sure. So man, we'll see. We'll get to see what's next for Bud Crawford after he done took some time. And yeah, it should be crazy, bro. Like y'all, this is like I be trying not to say like come off as the guy that's complaining. And who unliking the stream? Y'all terrible, man. Y'all terrible. If you didn't hit that like button, make sure you do. But they be telling you to like read this and answer that. No, hit the like button. Support the grind. Stop expecting me to read every question y'all got for free. Nah, man. Support the build, man. We be grinding. We was another 3-hour build. Motown, my dog, in the building, man. Hit that like button if you didn't. It's free. But I don't know, man. Keep Cologne. There you go. Any fighters coming up in the ranks? There you go. Keep Cologne from Jersey. Make sure you stay tuned. Manny Chance from New Jersey as well. There go a couple of up and Zaquin Moses. You know, we repping Jersey hard. So there you go. You got Keep Cologne, Zaquin Moses. You get what I'm saying? Emmanuel Chance. There go 3 fighters right there that's up and coming that you could look out for. You know what I'm saying? Definitely all talented, future world champion material. Shout out to OB Perez. Appreciate you. But make sure you check them fighters out. There goes some fighters that's coming up in the ranks. You got Scooter Davis out there too as well. Signed with Top Rank not too long ago. You got Kermel Moten out there, man. We got some youngins, man. You got the Vargas brothers, man. You get me? You got the Mason brothers. Got a lot of young up-and-coming talent. So shout out to I hope Bug goes to 60 and get undisputed there. Me too. Get that 4-time popping. You feel me? Get that 4-time popping. You feel me? Blue Hustle, man. He goated up, man. Bud is goated up. Make sure y'all double tap that screen and sub to the channel if you haven't. Much love and appreciation to everybody. Shout out to Cal Cooley and Mike Kirkland supporting the grind, man. I appreciate y'all good brothers. And everybody that continues to rock with me, I rock with y'all too. Let's keep building, man. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Wednesday. And don't beat me here tomorrow, 4 p.m. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep giving boxing its just due, man. Finally becoming above, man. It's because you know why that's the inevitable to happen, Mike Kirkland? Because one thing that I noticed about you since I've ever encountered you, what I was able to pick up, whether you knew it or not, is that you're a genuine, true boxing supporter. You're a fan of the sport, not just the fighters. You got fighters that you rock with heavy, but you rock with the sport over any one fighter. That's why you could find yourself in today's time, like really becoming a fan of Bud, because you a real one. You can look back and be like, man, that dude cool, man. He could be a bit of an asshole or this or that, but man, he could fight. You know what I mean? And he definitely be a fan of the way he get his work done inside the square circle. So you a fan and so am I. You get me? Shout out to this Eric Goat Bud. Facts, bro. Facts. So Sharif, my dog. So again, man, I appreciate every last one of y'all. Much love to the family. My dog Rob, Bud is a phenomenal boxer outside the ring. Question was outside the ring, a monster. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. I can dig it, man. And people get it's low-key trippy, right? It's dope though, Reef. It's refreshing in a sense though, right? To see him get his just due finally, you know? Finally. Gotta respect Afro Samurai. Right. You feel me? You get me? Gotta respect. What Cal call him? Afro Samurai. You know what I mean? 42 victories, 31 knockouts, 11 decision, unanimous decision wins. Yeah, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Let's get 90 likes, yo. If y'all didn't hit that like button, make sure you do. Man, you already know, man. I know real when I see it, man. I'm telling you, Mike, you consistent. You ain't about no arguing, no girly mouth stuff. You give your opinion. You always solid, straight, and you never slander to give your opinion. Never. I've never seen you do it. You don't hate. You just talk real boxing, you know? I appreciate everybody that continues to pull up and rock out. So, again, y'all, for the 8th time, y'all know I got to play the clip on the way out.
Smash that like button. Can you smash the like button?
Go ahead, smash that like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
Stop saying that! Smash, smash, smash!
Smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Smash that subscribe button.
That's like button!
Be sure to smash that subscribe button.
Smash the like button. Absolutely smashing the like button.
Make sure to smash that subscribe button.
And smash that notification bell.
Slap that subscribe button.
Smash the like button.
Or to the like button. And physically abuse that one.
Slap that subscribe button.
Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button.
Smashing that bell icon.
Smash that like button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that like button.
Smash that subscribe button. Smash.
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 Smash. Smash. Smash.
Nah, for real. Push the goddamn button! Push it!
Much love to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Another dope build in the books. We just gave boxing its just due, and we're going to be back tomorrow, Thursday, to build on boxing and giving its just due how we always do. So with that, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.